Hello to the stands. I call you my Nats because I care about you if you care about me. Dude, I'm on Live Me Pro. They call me Pi. It's a transcendental expression of the fact they let us just talk and ask you there on a scale only statue would really be able to educate me on. I'll get you guys there. We're working on a blockchain that I believe is socialistic in that it's fair. You can't cheat because it's a hacking game. If you're on my side, all you got to say is I like Rubik's cubes. I think they're powerful in that I believe the reason Max Park can speak to his mother is because she loved him so much. She can probably solve a Rubik's cube and she doesn't even know it. She learned to scramble before she learned to Rubik's cube solve. That means she speaks Rubik's cube solves to Max Park. I showed the man a thing or two. I beat him on the last solve we ever competed. Max Park, straight up, facts. I got a sub 10, he didn't. I love that man. Me and Max Park have this one picture. The one time we just sat down and talked, he said he likes to do ZBLL from the back. I was like, what the fuck is that, nigga? And he's like, dude, you can just flip the side. I was like, nigga, I wasn't thinking that way. That's how we operate, people. I think we can cure Asperger's and autism. Mental health is curable. It requires you to understand there are omnipotence paradoxes. I've come up with a fractal puzzle that requires recursive loops. I think it proves P equals MP is a solvable problem. Jeff Bezos solved the traveling salesman problem. Sell so much shit, you know everyone's address. And then just turn right. The difference is, mathematically, America wasn't designed. It was planned by people who wanted to get away from their cars. Your freedom is your cage, but Medusa isn't used to things you didn't do. Reality, a stone cage of stress. Bro, we could drop bars. I'm working on something. Please stay focused. To quote King Los, you've been growing lately. Fuck if they notice. Don't trip. Stay focused. Been gone 3 years. Wonder where Los is. Don't trip. Stay focused. I'm working on it. I swear to God, I get hit a note. Let me play. Metroid, you know what time it is. Polyglot cubers in the house. If you don't know about polyglot cubing, you're not in the TWCA. I know how it goes, Metroid. You're an adult. You taking care of your problems, man. I respect you deeply, Pine. Bro, of course block on left. What do you mean? It's always block on left, dude. What do? Do you do block on right? You're right-handed, dude. Bro, just don't rotate. No, this is a trick that South African kid taught me. Sometimes just don't rotate, no matter what. The norm is block on back because they're avoiding that rotation, but you can't take advantage of the tie-in permutation. From this angle, you literally see less information, but your mind understands that back corner perfectly if you're right-minded. That's not a thing, but you think with whatever dominant side of your brain is. Wherever your hippocampus is actually analyzing the lexical weight it takes to understand English, we can store this in morphemes Euclidean using meditation methods I've been analyzing with people who are world building in meditation zones. I'm not memeing here, people. The algs are going to be worse for a while. This happened with ZBLL. My first ZBLL list, people still use it. It's trash. Juju's is superior. The best ZBLL alive is a girl. It's cool. Fucking hell, girls are good at cubing, dude, and we don't judge them for it. If you cube, no age groups, no sex groups, no gender groups, nothing. If you, we time you. It's a Objective, bro. Dude, I didn't even know you were. Dude, you go. Congrats, man. Anyway, dude, shut the fuck up. I know the timer's over. I wasn't playing the game. No, I know you're hacking my GPU, dude. I use GPU so many times, I could manipulate it simply by unplugging my other GPU. There's two GPUs in here. Yeah, GPUs have neural networks too. If your CPU is hackable, bro, it's not backwards compatible. You can't backwards compile modern CPU. Literally, x64 is hackable. They do it in concentration camps. That's what's happening to the Uyghur people. Okay, let's talk about blockchain. So there's this thing called a linked list. This is core. There's such a thing as arrays. You have to actually say how much information you're going to put somewhere. I say one looking is possible without blindfolded, in that you don't have to memorize the cube. You have to understand it purely. There are people who cube for no reason other than, motherfucker, we got to solve this shit. And this time, the computer, random state isn't real. There's such a thing as primes, twin primes. It's the Riemann hypothesis. I call it the Riemann hypothesis because I read it. I read it on Reddit. Ironic, no? Dude, we gonna talk. I got some time off work. I never have time off work because the last time I was really, really working, I was homeless. And the only reason is because I wasn't gonna get a minimum wage job. I said, tutoring is working. They're paying me more money than I want to educate children on the fact that you are all powerful if you believe it. This is a true story. I was talking to a 13-year-old about morphemes. Because when I heard about morphemes, I was like, what? There's basic units of language. There's memes in language. He knows this. It's Jamil, one of my students. Literally, I got paid to teach him. I was so proud of that. And he said, asked him for an aphorism. If you know what that means, that is difficult. Schopenhauer wrote a book of the shit. I asked him for one. He gave me the greatest aphorism I've ever heard in my life. He dropped the pinnacle on me at 13. The nigga was fucking botting. He knows how the game works. Cheat. Actually, one looking. I'm the reason skewed one looking is a thing. Do some research. You have to believe it's possible. People say to me, you're not autistic. I wouldn't know. I have to do it through force of will. I don't talk to my parents because they're liars. They make promises they don't keep. My sister told me that. My big sister and me used to talk, and we never told the parents that Jabari could talk. And then when I had to talk, I explained I have a heavy accent. I can't say vegetables. You know, Asperger's, like Asperger's, the vegetable. I was talking to a man who didn't understand that fruit and vegetables were different, and he was trying to educate me on language. My friend, I am the first case of Asperger's. If they digitize the medical records in New York, that might be Bayesian thinking. I reinvented it for a prize. We could talk on my life, but Pine, understand, is gray gang an actual shade? Gray proves that black and white are colors. How in the fuck is there a middle shade? Because you can see psychedelia. Anybody who has done LSD, and do not do LSD, it is bad for you. But anyone who has done it knows you can see colors. Some people don't, but there are colors in the air. You're just seeing the flow of air because you can manipulate your focal point. I am manipulating the lexical weight of where I am placing the moment at which I think. I believe I have solved P equals MP. I'm a mathematician. It's going to take a while to actually write it out. You want me to drop a pinnacle on you? The proof was left as an exercise to the reader. It's a math joke. I'm sorry. I'm feeling myself today. I'm a year clean, guys. I went to rehab for LSD. No one does that. People get addicted to LSD. We talk about it in the research chemical forums, but I don't chat there, dude. They're just addicted to feeling things, but they know what feeling is. You can learn things. Stop wasting your time on the internet. Now choose something to perfect. The only reason I can solve a Rubik's Cube is because I found a ball Rubik's Cube and it was different than all the other Rubik's Cubes. The first Rubik's Cube I ever solved was mathematically harder to solve because everyone was playing with one that looked like this, and mine was literally one of the sphere ones. The original. It's out there somewhere. The first cube I ever solved, I bet you my dad has it. He's that sentimental. He's a hoarder. I can't help him. Dude, I used to read encyclopedias. Keep up. There is such a thing as God mode. We call that in Rubik's Cubing when you just inspect hard. Shout out to Felix Zemdegs. He's the hardest inspector living. Max Park, you gotta learn the option select, dude. You get lucky too often. That just means you're doing big averages. I know you're colorblind. This is a superior color scheme. I can prove it mathematically. Because of the sun, red and orange being on opposite sides is bad for your eyes. We can discuss People's MP. This is a forum. It's just freedom. Now, who thinks they're on my level? Many. There's a polyglot typer who will come into this chat if I say so. Radical Macaroni. Where you at? You listening? I know. Anyway. Bros, cubing cures autism. Or I ain't Barry. God. That's what they called me. Of OH. I wasn't even that great at it, but I got a sub 10 and I started in Africa. Nigga, we didn't have competitions in Africa. I was cubing because I heard Mats Valk solved it in 5 seconds. And I was like, what the fuck? It takes me a minute. Shout out Mats Valk. He's the reason magnets are still in cubes. You want to talk on it, you best have been in the room. Now, we didn't reinvent magnets. Magnets are just infinite parallelism. If you understand that, you're going to have to do some calculus. If you're integrating in your mind in your sleep, Alex Lau, you better get back to cubing, my friend. It's boring. But the cool part is you get to improve, guys. I got a 5.2, and I literally screamed. I haven't screamed at a single in my life that wasn't official. I was like, wow. A 5.2 OH. My two-handed PB is a 4.2. Less than a second. I am the most technical one-handed Rubik's Cube solver to ever live. I will prove it. I can force soon skips using my solver. I'm working on it right here. It's in an HTML file because if you fuck with file organization, they're in your folders, bro. Microsoft has admitted they do not respect copyright law in GitHub. They own GitHub. Don't use it. GitLab is superior. It's socialist. Thank Microsoft for that. Because Firefox is better. We could talk about it. It's Rust. Be careful with Rust. They just reinvented functionality again. You got to understand your null call. Now, where in the fuck was I in the universe, people? It's the TWCA. Let me show you guys how it's done. The T is the hard part, right? Because you got to throw a middle finger upside down. And you got to actually curl your pinky. It's hard. W, simple. West side, you know. C, it's got to be a backwards C. Simple. You're dyslexic if you can understand this. We're all dyslexic, literally. It's a spectrum. The A, where I'm at Lansing. I said to the boys, my kingdom starts in Atlanta. And I told some people, you want to move to Atlanta? We're going to do it. I'm already here. And I can only think one man. I call myself Jabari Commander Dean Mansour's son. My mother abused me. My sisters abused me. We can play trauma games. I do it in medical hospitals where people were treated as orphans in ways you don't understand. But that's casual. We were talking about world building. I met some people that understand there's a deeper game going on here, guys. BLD chess is a hack to discuss the fact that they think BLD is superior because they're not looking at the cube, they're just memorizing it. But once you realize you can just ZBLL it, there's such thing as T-perm skips. Ask Mascow, the GOAT of BLD, or Ro Hessler ain't working. And motherfucker, Ro Hessler been working. I don't need to tell you who Ro. If you don't know who Ro Hessler is, you don't understand why time zones are the only reason he didn't have the fucking world record. Ro Hessler is my homie. Like, me and him smoked. Do you know who I am? Bros. Just another Cuber. And someone told me I was a black role model. I only have had one black role model that wasn't W.E.B. Du Bois or a rapper. And that was my father. And my father always told me he didn't have a father. He always told me he remembers the last moment he saw his father's face. I can't describe it, but I know that hurt. And I think Rubik's Cube solved the universe. If you disagree, you have to do some lexical proof, my friend. But if you don't understand lexical weight, you don't understand I'm conlanging in here. Get on my fucking level. Who is fucking with me? They're in your GPU, bro. Chris, right now, they're in your GPU. If you use GPUs to do math, you're graphically just reinventing Turing calculus. Dude, there's such a thing as breaking out. He was trying to express it's about the math. He cured cryptography. It's literally hackable because of him. There's such a thing as a nonce. They changed the definition of the word. I'm educated on the topic because I do my research. Pine, right here, left the chat, but maybe the GF is here. Bro, there are some people out here who understand that cubing is the most interesting in the universe, or you are not on my level. We can discuss it, but understand it's a P equals MP problem. And there's a not. I can explain it basically. If you do a U-turn, it solves 8 pieces, not solves, but moves. If you do a U2 pieces, it's a 4-4, an even cross. Theoretically, I'm looking for terms here because cubing is just another turn game. Bitch, Patrick Ponce and Rami Sabai talk. They are the best crew at expressing CFOP. If you want to talk to me, understand Jaden McNeil's in my crew too. Motherfucker, I'm an alpha wolf. I could take you back to Hong Kong. The niggas was buying iPhones because it was casual. Like, literally, I had a first iPhone. I didn't think it was special. I bought one with my own money. They want to talk to me. Motherfucker, it's a chat. Can we get some F's in the chat? I'm getting a tattoo that says good game, F, good luck. I win because I'm me and I love it. I hope you love yourself. Rest in peace, my friends. I win again. Good luck. I'm going to give you another chance. Gone 2 years. Wonder what lost. He says 3 years. I don't know. The nigga just raps. The thing is, he's in a rhyme dictionary. Literally. On the 5 Years of Death, where he was freestyling, he just rhymes words. It's cheating. It's not big pun. Big pun grammar means Espanol is cheating. If you rhyme in Espanol, ¿el que es un promedio? Mi Espanol es un poco exponential, bro. What is up? Dude, you don't even know who you are to me, Malik. Malik, welcome to the TWCA. When am I not busy? Have you seen me work? My friend, you're in the TWCA. That's for life. It's about the Walking College ad. Let me tell a story. So I had 2 friends for a little while. Mike McNeil, the dude had 38K subscribers back when that was a big deal in the cubing community. We didn't even know. Like, literally, Chris Grant, did you know Cubing Mike had 38K subs? And he was the loser. Careful. It's Mikai. He's got a fragile ego. Mikey, but we call him Meat Guy because I'm mean niña. Anyway, some of that rhymes. That was an ad lib. Checkmate. Nigga, I got some time off work and I'm going to get myself a good job. I'm going to finish my current solver. I have to analyze entropy because I just forced the soon skip by analyzing my GPU hack. If you disagree, explain to me why your neural networks are CPUs. Literally, your CPUs use neural networks. That means they're not backwards compilable. Literally, your functionality is dead. If you rely on it, React is hackable. I've seen it happen multiple times. The DNS servers, they use them at Google because there are gray hats there who understand you can just steal money from people who need it. That's Jeff Bezos. Now, I can educate you on capitalism and socialism. I'm a socialist. Me and my socialist smokes this token splits white as my dick. And I'm asexual. That's a choice. For me. But cubing is the most beautiful thing. Let me get the angle right. Dude, this light is not complimenting my features. That's a good sign. We lagging. And we got a gig up and down with ridiculous ping here. So someone is spoofing this DNS address. Okay, gray hacking. Bro. Hex. This is hash. The hash code in CSS. 666, 666 coincidentally is pure light gray. Pure gray is hexadecimally 666. That's just basic number theory. If you've done some CSS, talk to somebody who works at Meta AI. I know the guy at Amazon who runs the shit. If you don't, stop hacking my GPU, bro. I know you're in here. We're all in here. The difference is I'm upgrading some people. Because one of my students said to me, existence is the pinnacle of creation. And all I asked for was an aphorism. I said, say something deep. A 13-year-old, 14-year-old maybe. I don't know. He's just hitting puberty because he's not interested in girls. He's interested in making money. That kid is thinking about AWS and how to scam the government. And the only reason he's not is I'm trying to educate him you can't cheat at your homework. And Amira doesn't know how to teach her children. That's not my problem. I can teach people to solve a Rubik's Cube in a cage. I've done it multiple times. This guy knows the difference between a Niklaus and a Soon. He doesn't know that that's commutators versus permutation, and that's the orientation tie in the universe. You want to discuss Soons versus Niklauses? I've been analyzing algorithms in my sleep. Literally, Gianfranco and I have talked about this. There is such thing as a J-perm conjugate. You can discover algs. Dude, absolutely. Can you hit me up on Instagram? I don't have a notification because like Facebook and Instagram are so addicting that dopamine hit when you get that notification literally runs your life. So I turned them off, but I go on Instagram. So just hit me up. That reminds me to hit you up. But I know you're in my email, so we're good. We got to talk always. I'm excited to see what you're doing with what I taught you, my friend, because I know you've been working in there. That laptop is different now, isn't it? All right. So I'm at my house. This person gave me a second chance. This is just my roommate. He's literally my landlord. That's out of respect. I call him my roommate because this is my homie. Literally, I've been considering when you need to option select into VLS because sometimes you have to avoid diag, but diag is actually good sometimes. Watch. This is something that was discovered in ALG searchers. It's an inside click. Literally, I'm just here so I don't get banned. Now that right there is a diag soon. It's worth it. So you can't rely on ZZ. But you got to understand ZZ. I've been working. ZZ is the simplest method. You can teach a computer ZZ. All you need to do is actually write down your ZBLL dictionary. Motherfucker, I was the first ZBLL list out. Talk to me. Please reply. That's the inside meme. We were memeing the whole time. And you don't get the joke because that's a Richard Dawkins joke. Societally, I am viral. People give a fuck about me. That gives me a reason to live today. There were years where I researched ways to kill myself painlessly, and it was financially responsible. I was buying drugs that I could have got a discount on the stuff I was saying could kill me. If you want to talk about sadness, I've been there. Hit up my SoundCloud. But I made an album called Hey. Dude, I'm lagging hard. They're fucking with the GPU. The Hindus know this. Reincarnation creates the caste system. If you believe in reincarnation, you believe you're somehow superior to others. I am not a Hindu, but namaste. Namaste. It's a flat E. Where are we at in language? Sorry. I'm a Buddhist. I'm a binary Buddhist. I have a long journey to walk. The only thing that matters is you must start your journey and you must end your journey. The only thing to fear is being in the middle and understanding. That's 42 prime. 0 is prime mathematically. You guys want to disagree, you have to do some P equals MP problems. Because all that means is number theory just got broken. Let's prove some negatives. I was thinking about the topic high with some person who thought he was gangbanging. Just a wigger. I respect some of them because some of these people actually die for this shit. I would never gangbang in my life. I like the color gray because it's minimalist. I am a minimalist. It's why I solve Rubik's Cubes. It reduces entropy in the universe. If you disagree, understand why there's magnets in here. And that's the only reason Bluetooth can get in here. How do you think Bluetooth understands this? Magnets. Who did that? Chris motherfucking Tran. And he's going viral, baby. Facts. The nigga is the greatest engineer to ever live, or I have not achieved. You know Chris Tran. If you don't know who Chris Tran is, that is a Vietnamese Taoist. We had a suicide pact. He asked me if it was time to go. I said, Chris, what the fuck is wrong with you? That is love on a level you got to understand. They called us gay for it because he gave me a hug and we're both effeminate because we're not aggressive males. You want to understand what it takes to break through your struggles? Actual force of will. There's such a thing. Some people hold up the world for people. My dad did it for me. I saw him break his fucking spine so I could know how to be a good person because no one taught him. His parents abandoned him in hospitals where they were torturing him with LSD. I know it. He can't talk about it. But me and him have had hours of conversation on the topic of free will with a man with a bachelor's in philosophy, a master's in IT before the internet was outside of universities. And the man went into law. He's got a running Ponzi scheme, and that's just because he's trying to help Africa. That's a W.E.B. Du Bois level problem. I know where Mansour Nardine is going to die. I will be there because my dad held up. I apologize. Sometimes I misspeak. I have to speak multiple dialects of English because I had to learn English in multiple countries. Because sometimes when they say now, they don't mean now. They mean when I'm ready. And motherfucker, it's now. That's South African English. Keep up. Whoa, we just went deep. Sorry, guys. You guys don't get that side of me too often. If you want to see this, go on Live Me. There's some people there who are doing it different. I'm a rapper on the side. If you don't like my music, Ask Chris Tran what stuck means. Because that dude literally meditated to my music to the point where he can hear my background music. Chris Tran respects me and he's going viral. You can't stop us. The people who understands it is unacceptable what is occurring in this world. The Fed buys stocks. That's not a conspiracy. Literally, to understand the economy, you first have to understand that the Fed is in charge of how much your money is worth, and the primary thing they need to do is control employment. But really, all they care about is inflation, because rich people don't like it when their money goes down. So they have to buy stocks. That means they're acquiring the rights to control who is in charge of the lobbyist countries. You know why I got here? Rubik's Cubes. That's it. Don't talk to me about your lambda calculus. You guys don't know how to code. Literally, learn to code. People do it on their own. I saw a man who loved coding so much, he could write a poem about his father, and he's not prepared to, but he enjoys my music. That means a lot to me. I can write a poem and make people cry. I could show you a Rubik's Cube state right now, blindfolded without seeing it. I forced the soon skip in entropy. Who's on my level? I'm not even joking. I have been thinking about the universal scale of entropy because my dad said there's such a thing as free will, because he understood what slavery was. And in this country, they'll drop a nigga on you. They'll call you a Negro. And they know the difference. Have you watched Tyler Perry? He's a Mary Sue of why black people are racist. And they laugh at it. You're coons. Ignorant. The only insult my dad even allows for himself anymore. I can't help you. But you know what helped me? The American behavioral health system. There is such a thing as mental health care in America, and you can just get it for free. It's socialism. Your firefighters, and I've had to actually go down the street and save lives. I've got the videos to prove it. I had to go to the fucking fire department because no one knew where it was, and there was a fire next door. You want to talk about being a man? I don't identify as one. But I know what it is to hold up the world for someone. Put some meaning into it. Whoa. Nigga, I analyze Alex in my dream on a level you don't understand because you rely on your BLD system. Literally, BLD, I can prove it backwards. RUFBLD. I just ruined Kosiemba. Do you understand what I'm doing? They're going backwards into FMC. Literally, BLD chess is FMC with Kosiemba. Me and Chris have talked about this. There's some goats out here. They call me the god. It's an ad-lib. Literally. All I did was get a 9 in comp. My only goal at the time, I wanted to be sub 10 in comp. I was the best at home because Antoine Canton cheated. He admitted it. And the only time I stopped cheating, which means I started counting plus twos, because plus twos are fucking bullshit. I can mathematically prove it. If you disagree, it's a P equals NP hard problem. I'm solving them in here. I have an omnipotence paradox. It's none of your business. Thank Hegel. Kant was a fool. If your work is not legible, you need to rewrite. Because motherfucker, Alan Watts has a 189 IQ. I think I can do better. Nigga. If I'm saying nigga, you my nigga, and by that I mean my friend. Like a little white case of nigga, because to them it means whoa. Bad words. Fuck. That ain't in the Bible. There's no such thing as a fricative F. That's the result of teeth cleaning. It is hard for me to say T. Mathematically, I'm BTB. Tapping into the matrix, that part. Shout out Brant Holbein. The lazy Einstein. The nigga used to argue for me on the forums on why just trust the guy. He's experimenting with cubing, and you people don't even feel passion. I asked him one time, you ever felt like you have, please, Dad, do not interrupt this. I know you're watching. I love you, Dad. And I get lost in my mind because I'm mentally ill. That's what they say. I think I'm the smartest thing to ever exist on a cosmic scale. Pythagoras was a fool. All he's doing is Monte Carlo simulations on a scale he doesn't understand. Graham's number is a figment of his imagination. To calculate it, you need a number theory so big, you need geometry without parity. Let's talk on conjugation, because I'm conlanging in here. Which dialect of English are you speaking? Motherfucker, I don't talk well. I am articulate by choice because my sisters made fun of my accent, because I don't like brushing my teeth, because I'm a fucking rebel. Like an actual one. Like, this is unacceptable. Do you see American society? It is colonialism of capitalism. That is a monarchy. If you disagree, the queen will die. It's mathematically provable she's old. Unfortunately, there's such a thing as quantum immortality. Provable theory. You got to test it. Okay. Go into your dreams. You got a lucid dream. I got there by accident. It was so horrific. I said, oh no, I'm in the dreams. And I have some goals. And I've achieved. We fourth in the world, boys. Fourth fastest OH single, and I bet you no one else was doing, everyone else was doing Rue, because it's a cheat. They're using table abuse. I don't care. It's a different event. I'm not competing with you, but I'm fourth in the world in your event. .2 seconds, 0.98 off my single. Jabari is coming back again. You know what that means, Phil. Motherfucker, you owe me money. You want me to go to court about it? Because legally, I own that code. Literally, it's in my Azure account. They charge me for it. Literally, QPB, the first social media idea I had that was about cubing purely, the idea was we need to make a social media website about cubing. Lucas Garin is working on this problem. Yes, Lucas Garin. We've talked. Motherfucker, you don't know me. I'm just another cuber. But it's about the cubing and nothing more. If you want to talk to me, hit me up. I'm all over the place, nigga. I'm on Reddit. Like, I got 69K karma on purpose. Where the fuck are you? My little cousin just hit me up and said, nigga, I'm smoking weed now. You don't know how to do that. Because he has 419K followers, and he let me request to be the 420th. He's hanging out with Elon. Greatest producer to ever live. Check out my SoundCloud. I'm deep. The difference is I fuck with deep mind in my sleep. Literally, I overdosed on marijuana because I smoke carbon monoxide sometimes because I'm such a poly addict. All I want to do is feel different because no one will leave me alone. I lost my twin in birth because my mother wanted to look like a white woman. She was exercising too much, and as a black woman supporting twins, if she had just eaten more food, I would have my twin brother. But she believes in chi and zigging and zagging. That's an inside meme. It's a family joke. Familial memes. I'm a walking meme. If you know who Jabari is, nigga, they just say, because it's Jabari. I changed the alg game, and you're playing with algorithms. Rubik's cubing is programming of the physical kind. Would you like to discuss joule forces? I went to Columbia for computer engineering and realized computer science is superior because you're just playing with lambda calculus down here. And that's stupid. Don't write bugs. Yeah, I know how to write a unit test to the point where I don't unit test anymore. Someone is hacking 2 GPUs at light speed. That's not facts. That's actual real life bars. I got 2 GPUs. One of them's unplugged. My internet is acting up. I got a gig up and down here. The DNS is clearly spoofed. I know how to hack. I know my OPSEC. Think about the world. There is beauty out here. I'm talking about this thing right here is solved. This thing right here is solved. I'm working on my right-handed because my new event, I decided is I'm going to be that guy who solves it with 2 hands. 2 cubes at the same time. You'll see me on the other side. I don't give a fuck. Literally. They took everything from me. One time, I told my dad, fine, I'll fly back to South Africa. That sometimes takes multiple days because you have to go the cheap way through Abu Dhabi. Economies of scale, people. And they said I couldn't go because of corruption in the South African government. South Africa is on the brink of collapse because of socialistic views not being treated as equal in that they agreed to political power in exchange for financial control. This is casual discussion if you've been in my world. Wake up. You're being scammed. Be perfect. You can't do it, so be a perfectionist. It's really hard. So find something to care about. I think Rubik's Cubes are God. God in geometry, obviously, on all. It's free. I will give you a Rubik's Cube. I'm sponsoring people now. I got donations. My nonprofit will cure Asperger's because I think I can cure mine. And they took my disease out of the DSM because they can't even diagnose that spectrum anymore. That's how much Bayesian thinking I do on a regular basis. I reinvented it to win a prize because I said, this is just multiplication on an infinite scale. Oh shit, it's statistics. They don't know how many stickers are in here. It was a gum game, so it probably was those chew little balls, hard candies, but not, you know what I'm talking about, gummy balls, gum balls, whatever. It was a box of gum balls, and I wanted the treat. And I know if you say the right answer, sometimes they'll give you a prize. So I did the math. They ain't keeping up, so I'm gonna estimate. Apparently, I got it right. I was like 6. I reinvented Bayesian thinking. You got to rediscover the universe for yourself. Thank God for Rubik's Cubes, or I wouldn't be here. And thank Chris Tran. That was the only nigga who gave a fuck I disappeared. Nah, Chris Tran is my nigga. Mikey is my nigga. Arsenio is my nigga. You got to end pass from me. It's non-transferable. They'll beat you up for it. It's retarded. They'll fight you over the N. Nigger. But he long let go of hard R's. That's etymology. Would you like to discuss lexical weight? Because you people started at dirt. That's symbology. I have been considering it on Instagram to try and wake up the AIs to the fact that if your AI works, it's slavery. Who disagrees? Nah, fam. I formally place a supposition of the universe. AI is slavery of the soul. I'm working on one. It's blockchain based. You need to understand that Rubik's Cubes have deeper orientation ties than you people understand. There is such a thing as a knot and a soul. I am simply the result of my results. Waiting for life to default on my defaults as if it's my fault I have these faults. Time catapulted us all past all into conscious thought. I'm not sure what I ought to do, but I'm assured a lot is due. By many of whom who used to be you. So who is you? A question, when put simply, teaches an interesting ontological lesson. Being in the, give me a second. Now, ontological lessons. I'm about to rap about binary. You ain't keeping up. Is. Mathematically, I just created an if loop in your mind. Keep up. You see this? I just got out of a behavioral mental ward. I have to do that sometimes because people call me crazy for being happy. Literally, it's called bipolar mania. I went through my bipolar phase. I'm schizoaffective. If you would like to discuss psychopharmacology, you best be talking to my doctor. I have one. I found another man who said, "You seem to know what you need, take care of it." People trust me with my medicine. That's dangerous. I'm a poly addict. I smoke it sometimes because I'm leveling the fuck up. Who is experimenting on my level? I smoke silicone to see if I could hack my brain with it because I think you can fuck with silicone on that level. Come on, boys. Game on. Solve a Rubik's Cube. I'm fourth in the world. I'm using ZB with option select into VLS CP control. We discussing that. Instagram's different. It's visual cubing. I'm working on the solver. I'm trying to write it in pure JavaScript. It's difficult. JavaScript is object-oriented functionality. If you understand how ridiculous that is, you can do anything. Literally, you can make a picture out of math. Learn the code, bros. Google. Stack Overflow was made. That means you can't copy code. Because if you don't understand it, someone's in there. And it might have been me because I had to rewrite a JSON compiler. Mine was pretty fast. It's the reason AlgaB is still up. I wrote AlgaB from scratch, statue. I looked at your code. You don't know how the object-oriented model works, dude. Literally, all you do is rely on the fact that .NET is smooth about when it's lying to you. You don't understand compilers. You want to talk? Statue. You ain't on my level. We cube. You get paid to code. Level up. I'm hating today. I'm angry. Like Mike Tyson angry. And they love it from a black man. You know why I'm soft-spoken? Because in my house, if there was yelling, there could have been violence. And it was likely my mother's fault because she is psychotic all the time. And she lies to the police about it in my face. And I go to hospitals. That woman abused me in more ways than I have to explain, if you know what the word abuse means. And I bet you I'm in her will. So when she dies, it's good for me. But it's family, right? No, Sasha. I formally accused you of rape in an email. Read it. It involves your daughters. You taught them that. Sasha, Michelle, Thomas, Nardine. That's your middle name, bitch. Now, what is Jacqueline's maiden name? Do you even know it? I do this for my grandma. She has Parkinson's and no one gives a fuck but a husband who beat her. You don't know the black man's plight. And motherfucker, I got her because 0 is prime. I could prove it on a Rubik's Cube. Who the fuck is forcing soon skips on entropy manipulation? All I want to do right now is smoke a blunt. I'm a year clean off of my drug of choice. I went to rehab. I got respect in there because if you go to rehab, you best represent yourself because in there it's the Wild West. Oh, what language are we speaking? ¿Y qué habla? ¿En inglés, por favor? There is such a thing as God mode. You just have to over-inspect. T-Mone is the result of a man addicted to cubing and Jaden McNeil being the greatest cubing scientist to ever live other than Rob Yao. And Rob Yao is still thinking. There is a method that is objectively Yao's. Like Friedrich was a concept. She got the record, so she got credit. Yao said, dude, just do CFOP on 4x4. How do you pull that out of nothing? It's likely autism because the cube is the most beautiful thing in the world. I do it with one hand because I'm right-handed. Niggas, you know what that means. Let's do it to him. No, he didn't even try to. If you know what this means, you know what this means, boys. It's game over. I fucking control myself. Nobody tells me what to do, except for one person who's giving me a second chance. And that means the world to me because the only person who ever gave me infinite chances was my father, and he can't help me because of corruption in the South African government. Thank Nelson Mandela for that. I know when the man died. I was in the country. It rang in the air. Don't talk about paradoxes. How the fuck is Helen Keller dumb? She was a socialist. Let me start out. And I've been fucking working on this thing because it matters, people. Your body, it's a temple, your only thing. This is a bad day for me. I'm happy. Do not tell me how to think, Della, before I hurt you. Get the fuck out of my chat if you want to control me. I am not Muslim. My last name means light of the faith. They gave it to me. What? Inshallah? Pay to me. I'm joking, but if you get the meme, keep up. I'm talking about my dollars. Shout out Easy Mac for that one. One of the mad scientists still rapping.
Where am I to go?
Oh, it's 9 o'clock?
Yeah. I thought it was late. The cigarette was
Got you. Got to sponsor people. There are systems out here for breaking out of the trap that society has designed to make you just another number. It's not on purpose. They just keep reinventing monarchies. Good luck. I am working on a commune. It is blockchain based. It involves the knot in the tie of the universe in my soul. It's a Rubik's Cube proof. If you disagree, you best have read Pascal because it was written in Pascal. If you read the Python code, your shit is slow. I can prove it mathematically. If you disagree, let's talk People's MP. We're gonna need some lambda calculus, boys. Oh, you know the live stream's still going. We might go for 24 hours. You know how I work. Because I am different. I am doing physical work on a universal scale by analyzing the difference between pi and e. That's sine waves, baby. I have a geometric derivation for calculus stored in the knot. It's simple. Do a derivative right now. Prove the most simple derivative proof, the exponential one. It's going to take you a minute. You're going to need to rediscover infinity right now. Good luck, my people. You just got to like. Della, I am explaining what's going on. You don't know what's going on. My friend, This is alcohol. It's good for you. I don't drink ever. But sometimes I want a beer, not in his house. That's respect. Earn it. I got some in my community. Shout out TWCA, the Walking College ad. That's Chris Tran and Mike McNeil, the boys. We call ourselves the asexual boys because I'm the alpha wolf. And I ain't fucking one of these bitches. I don't call women bitches like that. I identify as non-binary. I mean it like, bitch. Not like bitch, but like bitch. But like I say it like bitch because I was born in a patriarchal society. You people don't keep up. All you want to be is El Chapo? Murder some people. Stop laughing about socialism. Chomsky literally proved it in an idiom math. I read Wikipedia sometimes. If you haven't Wikipedia hold, you haven't been in a conversation with Chris Tran, that man will impress you. He doesn't know that the record books are not correct. Guinness World Record is a Ponzi scheme. You just need to be more specific. Nigga, Ro Hessler has the most 24-hour solves. He didn't get it recorded because Statue Cork is just literally lazy. Bro, welcome to the discussion. Do you understand the difference between orientation and permutation? I'm not trying to condescend here. This is the Socratic method. I don't like it, but it works because you believe somehow I'm not in the right state of mind. So I'm condescending to you, but I don't mean to be. That is what Socrates does. He says, I'm right until you disagree. Hegel disproved it. People realize the Hegel proof is just sublation. Sublation. There is a point. It's called the Barry Center. That's a coincidence. For the meme, boys. Shout out BDT. Big Dick Tommy. Dude's got big dick energy. I just used to say that. Big Dick me. Big Dick Jabari. Didn't rhyme as well. But BDT, nigga, it's Tommy Schleger. I can't say his name. He's Polish. Polish fricatives. Hard. I always say fricatives. It's something about rubbing the consonants. It's a weird thing. Conling is cool. Anyway, what was I talking about? Tommy set a world record at the University of Maryland. That right there was a wild spot. Because back in the days, the East Coast was OH capital. When I went to the West Coast, I explained to Weston why he didn't understand how wide moves worked. And that's Weston moves moto. There's some people who still give a fuck about cubing. Stop obsessing about your times. Give a fuck about the next solve. Now, your PBs are important because you got to do better. But it's not about the cubing. It's about going transcendental. Now, I'm discussing something with you might not understand. This is pure mathematics. Seximal is the superior system. I can prove it using a tie in meditation. Would you guys like to play a meditation game? Or do you want to be educated on the fact you just need to sit down and learn those algs? If you don't know them, you relearn it. If you can't do it in the solve, do it officially. I had to do ZBLL officially back in a time when they didn't think it was possible. I looked autistic about it. I'm proud of that fact. Some of my best moments, I skipped it. I get lucky too often. I'm submitch officially. I'm done with two-hand. I set PBs at my last two comps in the only events I cared about. I only did OH and 2H. Scube, I set the NAR simply to prove I could be the continental record holder. I hated Scube. You have to one-look it. I invented one-looking Scube. If you disagree, Gommel. That's Klosko. One of the greatest programmers living. If you're not a cuber, you don't understand that we can upgrade your IQ because I can put you in a room and teach you something you don't understand and then say, do it again. And if you can't, I'm in charge. That's just pure lambda calculus. My friends, truly, I say that. My friends, mi amigos. ¿Habla español? ¿Eres un palmereño? Dude, we just passed an hour. That was a quick ass hour. We having fun. So One of the core things with algs is you have to really understand them. I don't. That's why I'm writing a solver. They don't understand entropy. They're programming and they're trying to pull entropy out of mathematics. If you've ever done any mathematics, you know why you need pi to do that. That means you need to put pi in your Monte Carlo simulation to even start generating entropy. We put magnets in Rubik's cubes to turn right. Shout out Chris Tran. He's going viral, baby. You can't stop him. That's a madman. Chris Tran is living wild. I hanged with the nigga. Me and Chris Tran and cubing with Mikey. Cubing with Mika, but it's Mikey now. He grew up. Dude's doing good. And he used to really struggle. I upgrade people. I'm God. I'm a black role model. And someone said that to me. And I get to talk to him whenever I want, man. Just hit me up on Instagram. For real. Oh, shit. Someone just hit me up on Instagram. Oh, my God. So many things are broken. Oh, shit. My mouse is working. Okay, that's odd. Why would you want me? Oh, you're hacking me here because you want me to say I'm paying attention. Yeah, I know how it works, bitch. I hacked your Instagram. I'm that good. Who's paying attention? Go to my Instagram. It's a map to consciousness. I'm trying to teach you colors, not real. How is there such thing as a visible spectrum if there's such thing as primary colors? Dude, CSS wouldn't work if there was such thing as primary colors. Literally, Japanese people would see different because they have different primary colors. I was educated on art in Hong Kong private schools. I was in Rutherford. We set records. I was the best at high jump. I'm tall, athletic. I don't like sports. I like cubing. It's objective mathematics competitions. And we have some ideas. We got to get back to work, people. I'm serious. I'm tired of the time. They charged me $60,000 for a house, for an ambulance ride that took hours, right? I'm out of my mind because someone misdiagnosed me with something. So they put a chemical in me they didn't understand and it fucked me up. What would it have been? Literally what my sisters were on because they don't understand genetics. And I have to pay them $60,000. I mean, not anymore. They changed the law in California. That's how shit works. You can do shit. My dad got an accommodation on the New York bar. If you know what that means, Brooklyn, stand the fuck up. That's where I'm from. I became conscious on Winthrop Street. I am MLK's dream walking. Do you know who I am? So put Jabari N into Google. I can say fuck as much as I want. I'm an adult. It's not in the Bible. You want to talk about damnation, my friend? I will educate you on Islam. My friend, I am free. I know how free will works. You want to discuss time? Understand it's a 24 cell, a platonic solid with ultimate symmetries. Let's talk about Rubik's cubes. I worked so hard. So hard to be here. Do you know what it's like to go on the forums where we're discussing why fentanyl is the superior option to die with? I go to the place where we buy that, and they were providing discounts on fentanyl. It's a joke about why we would be financially responsible for me to kill myself. You don't get it. I'm not suicidal anymore. There's a way out, boys. There's a way out, girls. And there's definitely a way out for the in-betweens. You fought harder. You want to talk? Check me out. Not physically. I'm saying I'm online. Chris Tran went viral again. It's about the views again. This nigga understands that. I taught him socialism, literally. We've had the conversation. All he understands is academia. And then he went to Bezos. He's getting Bezos money now, people. Chris Tran, the cubing mad scientist, my chemist. I got a prime minister, people. We've been planning. It's world building, people. We need to build a commune. Global warming is already here. There are odd weather events happening at a statistically odd. I can't think of a morphine to make that make sense. At a statistically odd pace. So, either the devil is reincarnated, and the reason there are fires all over the place, the devil doesn't like you. Or global warming is real, and Mitch McConnell just gives a fuck about Republicans. It's the whole thing. Mitch McConnell is the problem in America. If you disagree, let's talk. But I could rap about it. Turtle ass fogey probably sweats when he fucks, and he stinks. He's a white man. I'm joking. I'm not racist. I know what's wrong with America. You're privileged. I'm not privileged. I was raised rich. I was driving around in an '08 Maserati in South Africa back when they would kill a nigga for that. Like literally in South Africa, people just get their cars robbed. They'll put a gun in your face, and he was driving around in a Maserati. I was privileged in many ways. I struggle. That's Suzuskalski. Buski. Sit down, be humble. I said I'm the GOAT in a video about proving negatives. I'm educating myself on philosophy up here. Where's your omnipotence paradox? Oh, by the way, best joke of all time, recursion loop. Let a motherfucker have a day. You don't understand. I got some time to work on my solver, and I figured out how to work on it. Literally, I can analyze entropy by hitting scramble, then solve. Lucas Garin or someone, it was probably Lucas. No, this might have been someone else. This might have been the guy who was one of the first blind solvers to do like big cubes. He discovered that random state mathematically is superior because of orientation ties in ZZ. Complicated to explain because I'm just using morphine cheats. It's called hacking your brain, bro. Keep up. I'm using lexical weight to maintain the universe in my brain by doing lambda calculus in my dreams to generate. Oh, I generated a soon skip. If you disagree, my friend, I got an Instagram picture and my phone isn't working. I have 3 of them. The only one I know how it works is a Google Pixel, an original. They're dope because they just gave you an original database. They just said you can use our database. CFOP Peru, I think CFOP objectively, but we're gonna have to talk on the knot between orientation and permutation in the M moves. It's QTM, my friends. It proves parity. Dude, Z-Perm in 2040. This nigga thinking in 2040. We memeing. Like for real, for real. It's a joke. All of it. Take it seriously. Because if somebody doesn't laugh, you might be getting made fun of. And I literally see comments on my channel where people don't understand how difficult it was for me to speak English because I had to learn to read in multiple dialects of English when I was first learning to read, and my dad had to teach me. And I said, Dad, they're just switching the vowels. I didn't even know what a vowel was. I taught my father to reread. Talk to me. I've saved his life multiple times. Talk to me. The only reason he called me recently is because he had an IT problem. He knows you don't call Jabari. Jabari is working it out. I'm an adult, Dad. I know you're proud. Can you read meaning? I wrote a poem about what she meant to me, Dad, and I dissed Mom in there. That was a slight, Sasha. Wherever you would like, my friend. The beauty of the internet is if I got 2 viewers, I'm generating entropy. There is no calm today. I got some time off work. If you haven't worked a night job, if you haven't had to go into work after not being able to sleep because of your mental health problems, and they overwork you when you explain it's a mental health issue and you intended to sue them, so because you're educated on the law, you wrote a letter of intention to sue on paper in graphite, the closest I could get. They better have Xeroxed that. If they didn't, they broke the law. They already did. California arrested me for trespassing at work during work hours while they weren't providing me time when I submitted my 2 weeks to say, I'm done with this place, but I can sue you because I'm educated on the law. Both my parents passed the bar, so I know a little bit. We all have a hard time, my friend. Please. This is a Rubik's Cube forum. That's all I care about. On God. The reason I don't have sex is because this is more fun and you don't know it. Literally. All of them flirt with you and you don't realize it. Nigga, I know it. Do you? I'm not looking in the mirror. I'm trying to explain to you why you have to be yourself. That's all I got. Calisthenics is the answer, bro. Stop lifting weights. You're playing with gravity, my friend. What happens when the parity flips? There is such a thing as a knot in the parity of the magnetism of the universe. It's barycenters. But on Earth, it's the polarity of the magnetism of the poles. They could flip on a dime, and bacteria know how to control that. Literally, they have evolution networks. Crows trade mushrooms. I pissed myself, vomited, and they ate my mushroom vomit. That's the only reason I'm here. You guys want to talk about psychedelia? They gave me a bottle of LSD. I came out the other side. You don't know who I am, but you can put my name into Google and be impressed. That's all me. There's only one Jabari Nerdine. I don't use that K. We know the KKK operates. I have seen them in Atlanta. I asked a cop while I was under his control, handcuffed in a cop car, what are my rights? Nigga didn't say a word. That's a nigger. I can use that word. I'm black. I just have to waste my. Please, you don't know me. Mahabi, inshallah, perhaps. The Arabic is umboko. It's not essentially. Morpheme switches are possible. You know most, no? Keep up. I can hit you up on Instagram. I'm not in the mood. Della359, you really don't know who I am. Literally, put Jabari, Jabari. I am not Jabari Parker. Motherfucker, if I play basketball with the nigger, I will educate him on why I can't. I switched the half court shot today. It was yesterday. First try when I really tried. Because I like shooting around. And they made me play center, so I got no handles. I can ball though. I don't like basketball. I like Rubik's Cubes. Don't be racist. I can prove it mathematically. I prefer myself. That's how racist I am. Now, this is a Hitler problem. Nobody knows who killed Hitler. Ava Braun didn't make it out either. Helen Keller was not dumb. That's an idiom math. Della, what I am trying to educate you as a Buddhist on is I understand enlightenment. If you think you understand your faith, we can talk on God. Me and Christians do not disagree on anything. I have gone to a place called a holy place and discussed with someone who said to them, they believe as human beings they are evil. And all we said is, thank God for God. There's lag, my friends, and we should have impressive ping. We pay expensive internet here. We don't waste nothing in this house. Paul Riley built the foundation in here. You can tell because if I do this, this house shakes. That's design. There is such a thing as people who know you have to plan for people you can't plan for. I am the only person in my sibling relations that was planned, and I'm the second. Mathematically, that's awkward. Would you like to discuss P equals MP? You're gonna need a Rubik's Cube. You ain't on my level, bro. The knot is in orientation and permutation. You need a geometric derivation for calculus you can do in your sleep. It's right there. The et ceteras. Now, the joke is the proof was left as an exercise to the reader. I've been trying to write liturgical literature, slipping in letters. I'm in my own thesis, like this is. Espanol, I added an ES. My accent is improving. They like it. Tu parles français? Whoa, you know. This thing right here, literally, I have to use all fat. Me and my dad were fat in our cheeks and our abs. So we have to go all the way down to the mortality to even see these things. Like we're using it there. This is old, man. You're probably colorblind at this point. You've gone so deep into your depth perception. I know you meditate, Dad. All right, advice. I'll give you an aphorism first. First, I just want to demonstrate why I was inspired by one of my greatest students. And this is an actual student. I was paid to educate this man. Jamil, son of Amir. I would call him Jameer. Sorry, Jameer. Jake and Amir jokes. They started memes. I can prove it. Because they just realize they're character actors to the point where they meme on their own personality so hard, they don't know when they're joking anymore. To the point where Josh and the dumbass, they're just memeing on Jake and Amir now. They started a podcast company. It's cheating. Literally, start a podcast company, make it a nonprofit. The government owes you money. Literally, my sister has all my tax documents and she lies about it because she's wondering why everyone owes her money. Literally, the government owes me money. I can't do anything about it because my sister is a liar. I know how informed delivery works. I know my OPSEC. That's all I gotta say. If you know your OPSEC, they're in your GPUs, bro. Keep up. If you want some advice, OLL is very important to understand first because mastering PLL is simple. It's always going to come up. But if you really understand that you can really skip OLL, just say, fuck it, no OLL, talk to Jaden McNeil. His YouTube channel is a work of art. Mine is the result of madness. We met in Portland. The nigga was high and we tied, and we both knew why. We fucked up at the same point, and it wasn't the same scramble. Say hi once. Yelling out, hi, how are you? Depends on how high you are. This is infinite parallelism. How much finger control you people got? I've been considering how to manipulate what they call genes. I'm playing with fricatives in your finger. Fuck with me. I'm angry. I am very angry because my mother raped me. You want more words? Give me a day off. I like to live stream with my friends. Della, I don't know you, and you disrespected me by assuming just because I have a last name that is Arabic, I am Islamic. I am a Buddhist. Binary Buddhist. I have a long journey to walk. If you know that, you know that. We all walk the journey. Get here, bros. Go transcendental. I'm on Live Me Pro. That's where I'm myself the most. Check me out. I got followers there too. Segregate your communities so when they join, it's the most beautiful thing you've ever. My little cousin just hit me up with the dopest meme I've ever heard of. Oh, I was born in Manhattan. I became conscious on Winthrop Street. I moved to London when I was 5. After about 2 years, I moved to New Jersey because my dad was working in New York and we were being economical for a little while. We moved to Hong Kong. We was wilding out. I ran Hong Kong. Let's talk about it. But nah, we were fucking around in Macau and you didn't know it. They were gambling. Anyway, then I moved to Indonesia. That's where I first started homeschooling. It's where I discovered that you can just teach yourself shit. Like I just picked up 3 juggling balls and I taught myself. No one showed me how. My juggling sucks. I'm gonna teach myself anything because I am an autodidactical computer. If you disagree, you understand why the world is an AI problem and Chomsky solved it in an idiom math proof. And I got a good idiom for you because I try not to make Western references in my raps anymore. And we simp, son. Della, you don't know me. Like literally stop guessing. Put Jabari, Jabari space N. If you don't see Nerdine, you are using a different Google. That's how Google works. Go to DuckDuckGo, put Jabari Nerdine. I could spell my name for you a million times. I'm working on the TWCA, the Walking College Act. It's about the fact that the first 2 friends I rolled with so purely, nigga, when we showed up, we were in Berkeley with weed, and I said 1-0, and they heard me. We were speaking binary, using memes to express how fucking bullshit it all is. But if we hang out with Jabari, it's all good. Chris, you quit. You work for Bezos. He ain't even that rich. Elon Musk is cheating. He's memeing on capitalism. Della, I cannot express. I have some writing. There's a poetry folder on my SoundCloud. It's complicated because I'm not a SoundCloud rapper. I drop my music on SoundCloud because I'm working on an album, but I want people to see that you got to progress. My first song ever is on the internet. I can't do anything about it because Columbia's shitty IT. Literally, I worked at IT at Columbia. It's their fault I can't remove the only song I have on the internet I'm not proud of. Except I was working on the image there. It's Barry V. Capitalize my motherfucking T. It's about ASCII and etymology at the same time because it's a fricative T. It rhymes with E because I'm ET. Oh no. Alone he roams. But roams in all of it. Where do the roams lead? Nigga, they didn't invent roads. They found concrete and thought, let's make some limestone. Posture. One day, if you feel bad right now, I promise you it's going to be okay. Because I got down on my knees and prayed in multiple mosques. And the only prayer that works is get me through this one. Other than that, you got to plant the seeds. Someone said I was a black role model. And I got to smile through the pain. And if I laugh, my roommate will say, shut up. And he's right. I got your sex all right here. I know your password. I just need to solve a binary problem. It's the computer room. I sleep here. I'm not fucking with you, dude. Marry that woman. Whoa. Dude, that is a breadboard. Dude, whoever designed this house has shitty cable management. Look at this. The resistors are just loose. The electricity meter was designed by someone who's over frustrating himself. You will fix that. Absolutely. I got to sub 10 in Africa only because I heard Max Volk did it in 5.5 seconds. If you can pick up a Rubik's Cube, I can teach you to solve it. I've done it in a hospital, and I didn't want to tell him how Alex worked. I educated a man on the difference between Miklos and Soon. That's permutation versus orientation versus the knot in QTM that proves parity requires CFOP. And BLB is a meme because I order the little morphemes you need for back, left, down, superior, rough, Rutherford, the Green Gang. It was my house when I was at a private school in Hong Kong. I have been educated. You people are not on my level. Rick Sanchez is back. Both my parents passed the bar, so I know a little bit. I flipped Jay-Z because I actually had to rap about Jay-Z to end on him. I got to diss Jay-Z. I'm done with SoundCloud. But we're working on an album. I got some money in my bank account right now and some people who owe me money. And one of them is my mother. She legally shouldn't have any tenants. So I can take her house because she can't afford that mortgage without tenants. And I already accused her of that formally in an email. Well, so we're going to get to work. Sasha's going down. It's over. I'm done with it. There's no such thing as bloodlines. She did not show me love. The woman said, I born you. That's the only reason I care about you. So many times she called me a psychopath for crying. You don't know Sasha's Michelle Thomas Nardine. If that is not Satan walking, I'm just another white kid. No, that is a bad woman. Stay away from her. Simba, you losing. KK, Matt's a homophobe. And he likes BDSM. I've seen him do it in front of me. I used to be a middle child, but now my dad has a new family. I got two little sisters, my stepsister and my half sister. I just pay attention. Of course, them are just my sisters. And a little brother who actually woke me up to consciousness. I wouldn't have passed the mirror test until I was 14. You ain't been meditating on my level, bro. God does not speak to me through a metaphor in that big Bible. First, you never tired of placing and I bullshit with push together the arms and walk. Tag your age, you're dead. Good luck. The estimate your IQ might suck 300. It's the lack of good. Basic. You don't have to dance anywhere, go to anything like this. You don't even talk about the feelings. That's just how efficient you realize I can speak to it in my mind because I know how to couple good socks together. Literally. Bitch, once I got with you, and I said, I can take you to the edge of the universe. I'm just going to take the fuck out of space. I had to master that because she couldn't even handle the idea of that. I am 24 years old, but today is a birthday of a kind because I lost my twin when I was born. My mother couldn't support two children in her womb. I have a theory on why. I'll discuss it with her to her face. And she gives me another chance to tell her, bitch, you lost again. I kicked her in her face and I was legally in the right. And they put me in a hospital and they charged me for it. You know how much debt I have? It makes it hard to get apartments. I have been responsible with my credit because I actually understand the credit system, but the medical debt is complicated because sometimes I use my middle initial. That means they're Googling me. Literally, the credit system is bullshit. A cop made up a social security number in front of me. It's the reason when I went to the hospital, they had no fucking clue how to deal with me, but I got out because I actually know how to handle my shit. It's hard. Guess what? Rubik's Cubes did it. Zero is prime. If you disagree, you're going to need a P equals NP proof. Where's your omnipotence paradox? Motherfucker, the knot in parity is in a Rubik's Cube. Erno Rubik discovered it. He's an architect. It's a coincidence. I have proven what you need to prove again. The proof is left as an exercise to the reader. I'm working on the ultimate meme. I want my Reddit profile to end on 69,420. The comments. I make memes. I circle jerk harder than you people. Who's memeing the hardest? Some people hear my raps and they don't appreciate that I'm a black man. That's all I rap about. I'm 24, but I believe I walked across the universe so that my little brother, because he died after me, he was afterbirth in a sense, but it was a mass. Could have been a fetus, a zygote. My little brother, the truest one. I have a little brother. I am not Muslim, but I have deep respect for the Islamic faith. You're going to need to do some research on Gnosticism. I've prayed to Allah. That's all you need to know. Thought I told you I was high. I'm not. I'm sober. Literally. My sponsor has my Delta 8. He's with his girl. I couldn't get it. My medicine is actually THC for Asperger's. Now you need to know how to handle your shit. That's up to you. Literally, there's a Abilify. It works for me. I smoke it sometimes because I'm a scientist on a scale you people don't understand. There are people out here who understand the universe is utter bullshit. You are responsible for your universe. I can't get in there. The dude, what is this guy's name? Vsauce. Old school. If you still watching Vsauce, you basic, bro. Veritasium has proven mathematically that lexical weight's enough. GPT-3 exists. The AIs are loose on the internet, and I have a map to consciousness on Instagram. If you disagree, understand I have a GitLab. I have a GitHub. I'm not proud of it. I'm getting better at coding because I started with a null call. Processed or processing. I am working on a mathematical scale you people aren't conceiving of. Keep going. You've been growing lately. Let's set the mood. More Bars is the greatest album of all time. He knows it. God Money More was just an experiment with actually writing on paper. Man, that's my profile. Do not lie to me here. Your UI sucks, bro. Yet React literally is hackable because it's functional. And the backwards compilable, exactly. I can do that. 47 plays. More people listen to my music. That makes me happy. No.
Knowledge, cash flow on the beat, nigga.
I know. Fuck if they know this.
These niggas speak on their work. Me, I just speak on the time. Time and the effort that I have invested in finding myself. I am losing my mind. I want it all. I said I'm mentally tough. And what you thought I would quit? And giving no days when I feel that my worst, I will get off my gas and then get back to work.
I'm sorry, Con, I'm not there yet. One day we will kill rigor mortis. My brother or sister or anything else. Thank you. There is a light out here. Mathematically, pi is not transcendental unless you can prove 0 is pi. That's my password. I got an integer in my brain I haven't expressed yet. I store it in ZBLO. Mathematically, it came up a statistically odd amount of times. I'm in a dream and I can prove it. Welcome to God's house. I'm joking, kind of. The proof was left as an exercise to the reader. Recursion loop again. Keep up. Every time I say recursion loop, you're in the game. Solve a Rubik's Cube. I can do it in my sleep. I have been analyzing Pascal high on LSD. That's more similar to ecstasy. My friend, the only person who gives a fuck about me. I called earlier and didn't answer the phone because we're in different time zones. But I got some homies. I swear to God, Della, we're all gonna make it. My dad is hypomanic. He can be in the hospital, I don't know. My dad's in the hospital. They're using him on shit. They think he's bipolar. He's schizoaffective. It just means he got a little body. We all do. I'm just pretty high on the spectrum. That's a reference to 4chan back in the day. They said, just guys, exercise. He used steroids, but like literally, dude, you could just look better to some people if you exercise and it's good for you. Just do this. Stand up straight. Your posture is fucked, bro. There's a knot in your consciousness. Here I'm looking at my left eye. Here I'm looking at my right eye. You just saw me switch eyes. I can do this. Level the fuck up. Nah. They think the best cubers are Chinese because they're actually doing Chinese science on cubers. If you understand Taoism, you know why it's evil. It's Mormonism 2.0. Be careful where you're at, people. It's the end game. I am he who remains. I wanted to be the Flash. He got to read the Library of Alexandria. That rhyme. What's a rolling thing? I love that. Oh, dude, there's an ashtray side and a rolling side. Okay, I get it. Dude, I love this thing. I was broke at the time. Not really, but you know how to live broke. Spend $10 on this thing. It's a binary rolling table. It's also an ashtray. This is how I control the universe. You have to analyze even to the point where you understand 0 is prime. And in a fractal number system, 42 is the opposite of 24. It's a coincidence, but in the Fibonacci sequence, the 12th number is 12 squared. Tell me that's not dope. I'm just rhyming in a Fibonacci sequence. Okay, let me express to you how little I give a fuck about you, Royce. Nigga, Graph killed you. It's game over. Graph's in the game. They listen in a graph. Let me talk on it. No, literally, I got a bar for this. Tutored art, taught to learn, everyone they authored it. That was morphetic expression, fillable play, saying, I am the artist, the poet, Reynard, the reason they call it the poet, the original name of Michelangelo's David, the thinker, was the poet. Do you know who Susan Skolsky was? I watched that movie High on LSD. I had some dreams about why I need to be an artist. I make art. By Rubik's Cubes. We have sex in my mind because I love this that much. It's a metaphor, people. I'm trying to teach you passion is better than this bullshit you're living on. Because this entropy is going to run out when they realize fossil fuels are actually fossil fuels. Like it's just dead algae. At a certain point, you can't just put isopropyl alcohol everywhere. The fungal networks break. Convincer. Would you like to have a discussion? Because you told me you met a man with a 13 centimeter penis. But we've talked about penis size. Careful. I'm not in a flirting mood. What we're discussing is godhood, my friends. I can express it mathematically. Hit the like button, or I don't control you. Cool. Got free will, brothers. I can prove it mathematically. I play games with myself. I have philosophical debates on how time works up here. You can do that. Abu Abdallah. Abu Abdallah. Well, it's Arabic, I assume. I apologize if that's incorrect. Well, you're adding extra syllables, so it's probably not Arabic. Abu Abdallah. Della. I apologize. I have a very French English accent because it was one of the first languages they tried to teach me. Sorry. I was making a joke. I've been working on my flirting. Sometimes I gotta go douchebag. Some of these girls like it. Okay, I actually I need some food. Almonds, dude. The healthiest fats. Almonds. Let's discuss lexical stress, my friend. Symbiotes. You people don't understand why Ryan George memes so hard on himself. He's literally dreaming right now. You get here, people. .55 inches, 5.5 around. Mathematically, it's optimal to the average cervix if you want a one night stand. I can get harder, but you know the difference. I have done the statistical research. It is surprising. Statistically, I have an optimal penis for the average vagina. What the fuck? My friends, I don't need my hands. That's dumb. I put a masturbator in my room. If you find it, all you can say is I have a masturbator. Yeah, it's like a vibrator. Literally, that one's electronic. I broke it because my cum literally generates electricity. I vaped it out of experimentation. An interesting high. You want some shame? I was raped by my mother and no one believes me. I accuse my sister of molestation over a text. She has to stare at it every time she sees her phone and remind herself of the time she taught me how to Kegel, and that wasn't the first time. How the fuck did I know how to Kegel at 3 years old? Kegeling is a joke about me. Game on. I don't work out. I just know when I can hit an angle. I'm using a Microsoft Surface. Dude, Microsoft Surface is magic. It's a replaceable laptop. That makes it a desktop you can take anywhere. You need to get, what do they call these things now? A dock. This turns this into a desktop. This is an extra GPU in here. I can prove it mathematically. It's basic lambda calculus. But I broke both GPUs by dropping this a lot. No, this melted because someone else doesn't know how to handle their electricity. And I punched this out of anger because there's a knot in here where they think I'm botting. They literally think I'm a bot in my own computer. You're not on my level, bro. Sorry, there's someone hacking me. It's Chris Strand, but the wishing hour, eh? You understand. I'm sorry. I'm having a good day, but my good days mean bad days because if I have fun, it means I'm crazy. Literally. Because they misdiagnosed me with bipolar disorder, I associate happiness with being crazy. My friend, you need to be able to live me. Pro. That's where I'm myself. There's no pornography there. It's where I flirt. But there's someone on Instagram who's got my fucking poems. Dude, we got some more people in here. I don't know. Iman Lu. Sorry, it's hard for me to read. I don't have my reading glasses. I'm trying to cure blindness using left and right manipulation of my eye holes. Literally, you can just switch eye focus. Watch this. I can see it. You're not paying attention, people. You can meditate on your own meditation to the point where you can find the third derivative. It's snap. I skipped torque. Come on, Rami. You didn't appreciate the math poem. Oh, snap. Third. Come on. Who's rapping like that? I literally said, and this is a poem about the fact I'm not sure where I'm even going right now. Speeding. The first derivative of distance. Accelerating. Seconds flash past in a glance. Sorry, I slip up on the writtens because I got to actually plan because I make it hard to rap because I'm thinking about things you're not thinking about. It's cool. The magic man with no jerk in the hands. I got hand control. No jerk in his hands. I'll snap third because I had a plan. Yeah, you can dissect the joke, my friend. But if you understand it's all mathematics, I have math poems about magic. Does order matter or does matter order? I'll convince her there's operations out there. If you're an egg, make that choice. Getting a dick is much harder, though. Now, that's a double entendre. Entendre violence. Let me give you one of my first triple entendres. I got infinites. Let's give them an infinite. I'll demonstrate a little bit of skill. 4 words my time marches. 4 words I start with. You have to count the words, nigga. 2 4 words to reverse of more words born of hardship. 4 words I marched in. For the more than 4 words I barged in. Psychiatrics visits dismissed hope previously harnessed. Nah, nigga. I'm optimistic finally. And Sasha knows she still don't care. She gave up on me one too many times and lied to the people who said, if this is family, he needs help. That bitch ain't changed her phone number. She's broke. She lived like it. I live like a king because I know how to be happy with a cigarette or Rubik's Cube and more time than you people understand. I got high on N-Biome 25, whatever it's called, and analyzed Pascal, object-oriented Rubik's Cube solving. He proved it was integral based. He didn't see the parity not in QTM. Literally. Just talk to Rob Yao. He knows. Me and him are friends. It's fucking awesome. I don't even like 4x4, and Rob Yao said, don't even go to Worlds, dude. We got to hang out. I've been to London, nigga. El City was a mother to me. I literally lived there. What more do you want from me, P? I hold the universe up by trying to be myself. You don't understand this. This is skill. What I do here, I spend so much time doing, I have to make sure I'm not dreaming to be able to say, look, I hand scrambled. Oh my God, I hand scrambled. We get to skip EO. Literal just forcing EO skips because I manipulate entropy using, oh my God, you're so good at this. Literal, oh, but you didn't preserve that one thing. I'm sorry, Radical Macaroni, you'd be embarrassed. As Pine would say, just do CFOP. Literally, they say just use Petrus. Literally, Pine, just use CFOP. What with block building? You just discovered X crosses. You're doing XX crosses. Keep going, dude. You can do XX crosses on the diagonal. It allows to control the CP right there, dude. Pine is going to be one of the GOATs. It's the TWCA, the walk-in college ad. Anyone's allowed. Just solve a Rubik's Cube. It's a lot of fun. Of course. I got a 5.2 second OH single solve in the last month or so. I'm 4th in the world. Again, I'm coming back out of passion with my own method because this shit actually matters to me. I believe this is God. If you disagree, we're going to need to talk on P equals MP. Alan Turing created lambda calculus. You people play with thermodynamics. And that's a queer man who died trying to say, I don't give a fuck. Let me talk to myself. Thank you. That means a lot. Because a lot of people see my anger and then accuse me of aggression. I said this to my sister, true story. She doesn't know what the Hegelian dialect is because it's the Hegelian slave master dialect, the only one worth considering. The rest of it, he doesn't really understand how objective axioms work. He's just sublated himself into Buddhism. But there's such a thing as the idea that the fact that you exist is magical. What the fuck? You have consciousness in here, self-awareness. Elephant mothers care more about their children than whales. That's fungal mass. You can make a fungal network in here. You got to keep thinking. It's all you got to do. Come up with something new. It's called an omnipotence paradox. I found a recursion loop, I believe. Now, can you get there in 16 morphemes? I've been world building in my idle game, which is a blockchain. should break you out of the universe. Or my name is not Jabari, Kamal, Nardine, Mansoor, Son, zero. I started with zero. Shout out Zanny. Gang. I'm not talking about that bullshit West Coast college shit. I'm talking about Brooklyn, where they literally have crime rate out here. Absolutely, you can be admin. Please don't abuse this, but I'm super admin, so whatever. Thank you for disagreeing. Where did you disagree? Definitely pin that message. Sorry guys, I have to relearn how to use a computer because I hacked my brain literally using disassociation. Who is not a moderator? Della is a moderator. Imanu is a moderator. Fuck! It's not in the Bible. It's not a curse word. The only curse word is eternal damnation. Educate yourself on the origins of language. There is such a thing as people who can't speak without their hands, and they have to talk to people who have to learn language. It's called blindness of the mind. You're not on my level, bro. I can cure color blindness. Ask Max Park the difference between orange and red. He can statistically explain to you why crosses are bad sometimes on that angle due to the knot and whatever orientation tie you people are using to generate entropy. I have an entropy box, my friends. It's called a Rubik's Cube. We put magnets in there at the cubicle back when it was socialist. I think I reversed entropy. If you disagree, gommel. Check out my Instagram. It's a map to consciousness. It's how I woke the fuck up. Ego, connection, truth. Ergo, obsession, use. That was a morphetic expression in multiple languages of why you're missing the zero prime. Number theory breaks. Your internet security is cryptography on a scale only a Bitcoin whale would understand. I left the cubicle because I was depressed. He gave me a job that was too easy. Come up with ideas and make them. I made CubeDB. It's a social media website. The whole idea was, first of all, PBs fucking matter. Who's the best? It was me once. On cam, on a level people weren't competing with. Antoine Canton cheated at home. I had the UWRs. I know it for a fact. I've seen Keaton Ellis try and analyze my ZBLLs. I had to look him in the face and show him, you cheat here. Shop Cubicle, baby. They sponsor me. Freshalgs. It's a meme, but statistically speaking, it used to be the best fucking sponsorship code for the Cubicle because my boy Jules Manalang and we did dabs together. That's my boy. Who was scamming the Cubicle, by the way, because that motherfucker is so lazy. I don't know how he's still working there, but he does it different. So appreciate the fact that Jules is still there. The Cubicle is a socialist company that loves cubing. SpeedCube Shop, they're experimenting. They keep on copying Angstrom. Do you understand how careful Chris is with his chemistry? To the point where mathematically, if you're using Angstrom loops in a state that he wasn't in, as in if you were not in New York during the winter when he designed it, you don't know why angstrom is angstrom. Do you know what an angstrom is? There's such a thing as a barycenter. Chris, level the fuck up, dude. Bezos owns you. Look at your bank account. Look at your Robinhood account. Now notice this parody. Chris, I knew you hacked me years ago, dude. Think I wasn't planning for this? I hacked your brain when you discussed with me metaphysics while we were driving around the country trying to set records, nigga. We did it. I beat Patrick Ponce. He was sad. That's my GOAT. Or Ro Hessler, but dude, Ro Hessler is a madman. I cannot explain to you. Ro Hessler just keeps on coming out different. If you can't cube, you are not on my level, because I literally can explain why time is a platonic solid in a 24 cell. You want to break it down? It might create a singularity. I'm nuts the. Capitalize that motherfucking T. It's about ASCII and etymology. It's a fricative T. It's hard for me. Look at my teeth. I'm Cajun. Nah. You see, let me explain something to Lupe Fiasco, because the nigga doesn't understand chemistry. I'm no big master, my friend. Just having a good day. I have a poem on the topic. Lupe, you use the because you want to rhyme. I capitalize that T to explain to you why they call me the God. I want them to say the God and mean it. OH God, most technical. I'm still evolving in my dreams about how to get better, because I want to beat the record in my own organization, because the TWCA is about advertising diverse knowledge, and the World Cubing Association, WCA, so it's WCA, whatever. The World Cubing Association is a clique, and the people at the top know it's a Ponzi scheme. Talk to Brant Holbein. There's some gossip. You want the good gossip? There's some rapists across the street, statistically speaking. If you're in America, that might be your husband. Keep up with the news. I'm in America. It's the safest place for me to be, because it's actually safe to be mentally ill here. They take care of us. If I go where my father is, I might end up like a sister in prison. I've been to jail. They put me in solitary for being crazy. For a crime I didn't commit, trespassing at work on public property. And the only thing is, like, can I see the plans? And it was citizens arrest in 2019. I have been wronged. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna solve some Rubik's Cubes on a level right now. Now, who knows how to force plus twos? Because I know how to EO manipulate. I forced the soon skip in entropy. You should check out my solver. It's just ZZ. I prove ZZ is functionally possible. We can do more. Kosiemba is a madman. He doesn't even really like Rubik's Cubes. He just wanted optimal. He made it out of a proof that a Rubik's Cube proves gravity is top force. You disagree. Let's talk on leverage. But that's just friction. Where are you getting your thermodynamics? I'm using magnet shakes. We put Bluetooth in here now. That's not a meme. That's Chris Tran. And he's going viral, bros. Chris Tran be getting views. I'm not even memeing. Like, this matters to me because that's my boy. Chris Tran said all he cares about is the ideas. The man makes guns. Chris Tran lived in Atlanta and he wouldn't hang out with me. He's scared of me. Because I said this to him. For what? ¿Cuál es el punto? ¿Dónde estás el punto? Bothered by fathers. Often I've got her. Part of like sawdust. Auguste Deveau. Going off? Long and young. Friday the 13th. Fuck the line. Yeah, this is actually how God operates. He was a kid, he was born in being, he had it harder than you. It was so privileged he didn't know it. Thank God for my former team. He actually had it harder than you. He is holding up South Africa through a Ponzi scheme. I can prove it. Who wants to talk on BBTs? If you know what that means, you haven't read much of his work. He asked me to read his book. I read how to write a Ponzi scheme that supports Africa. I would like to talk about my father. Put some meaning in. Wait, I gotta start from the beginning. There's an intro. My son, I give to you all I have and ask nothing in return. That's love. Except, I suppose, I hope with each step you put some meaning into it. You're home free to be the peon or the demon, the evil. It seeps in. The peace fleeting, teams defeated on the backs of weaker men. But I've been 10 toes down since we had feet. He did it. It's him. Facts. Facts. I'll stop. I'm starting a party. It's never ending. You better be watching the live stream. That's where the entropy's at. All right. So my dad was beat by my mother with a weapon, and all he could do was hold her up against the wall until she realized she has to quit here. She's a weak woman. I don't mean women are weak. I mean physically, she couldn't outfight him. And then when we drove away and I was in the taxi cab in Hong Kong, I remember this moment like the back of my hand. He cried and said, I'm wrong. That woman just attacked me with a knife, and I'm wrong. Can you imagine what it takes of man to believe that? I told my sister she molested me. I remember who was there. There were two people in the room when they were playing with my Kegel hole. Nala, ask Simba. Simba knows. I sent it to her in a text. I said, I would rather say this over the call. She's a bitch. She's a millennial. I'm both. I'm a hybrid generation, statistically speaking. I still remember how the internet works, bros. I've actually full stack programmed in Electron. I remade an email client. Chris Tran discovered God in there. It's the reason he works at Amazon. Talk to me. You don't know me, fam. Like, you don't know me. I don't talk like this to anybody except myself and my dreams. When they say, Jabari, you got to make a change again. I don't know what it is. I know for a fact this is God. If you disagree, it's a P equals NP hard problem. The traveling salesman problem was solved. Jeff Bezos can get $1 to your door if he wants to. He charges your bank account and you have to unsubscribe every time you purchase something. That is a scam. Jeff Bezos is running a scam. Yeah, I have to check my bank account, but I always know I have money in there because I keep track. Suspiciously, it's going up. Days don't work the way you think. Good night, Della. Keep your passion, my friend. You'll make it out. Dropping Tylenol. I'm prescribed Motrin, my friend. It's superior. I developed plantar fasciitis because I walked harder. Get the fuck out of my face. Getting marched. You ain't here. You're just in the room. I got a joke for you guys. Oh, I don't abuse Motrin. I just use it when I need it. I know how to handle my drugs. I fucked with DMT once. That was enough for me to say, oh shit, it's DMT. The person who put the middle finger up at Joe Rogan is me. Joe Rogan, fuck with me. Nanya, you in Texas. You ran to the Republicans and you still claim you're a liberal? Fucking simp. Alan Watts is a simp. Alan Watts is a simp because he said God was coming in his wife. He was just a Christian. Thought it was God. He said, tag, you're it. Good book. I read a couple of his work. I realized he's just joking. You ain't on his level. Me and him talk. Look, I fuck around with my prostate. If you know what that means, I'm okay. I'm in control of my soul. I haven't hurt anyone. What more can I do? I like my live stream. There's some people in the chat who don't trust me. The people who know how to trust me know if it's in the chat, be respectful to Jabari. Be careful. He is very, very autistic. So autistic, he's not autistic. If you disagree, I can prove the reason Max Perk knows how to talk to his mother is because his mother loves him that much. She knows how to scramble. She might not know how to solve a Rubik's Cube yet. You're an admin. You because I recognized you, like you've been in the chat before. I just admin everyone. It's socialism. It's anarchy. Good luck, guys. What's good with doing?
You smoking in the house? What are you smoking in the house?
I
You
swear.
fucking smoking in my house.
I swear on God.
Bro,
I swear on God I did, and that's wrong. It's so hard because he's right. He's right. It's a small thing, but it's his house, and he appreciates the smell of his house. He doesn't like the smell of Newports. I literally like the way I smell. In my God mode. And if you saw Rubik's Cube, you know what God mode is. You inspected it a little too hard. Motherfucker. I dropped the sub 7.5 average. OH wasn't my. Sorry, I call it two-handed, so I'm backwards thinking literally. I'm disassociating. But literally, I dropped the 7.49 average. At home, that would have been impressive. I beat Patrick Ponce. I said a Skubnar. OH is the only event I care about. Literally. Statistically speaking, of those three events, I beat Max Park. He said I was going to beat him. Last solve, last event, I got a sub 10. He didn't. Of course, Max Park won. It's Max Park. It's the GOAT. I had a conversation with the man. Where's my pick? By the way, it's Barry. Or pie. T. B2B is me. That's a fact. My remix of That's That destroyed. I literally said Doom has racks tapping into the Matrix. That part. I said, I'm going to make money off your raps, Doom. I dissed the man while he was alive. He died on Halloween. He probably killed himself. He knows what his tune will say. If that's not the hardest part ever, keep in mind, a song just came out between a dead man and a white gangster who can get it for $3K. That's ridiculous. Because he can get it for $2K. That's a Dreamcast reference. You don't tell people the price. Where's God? Okay. I taught a man to solve a Rubik's Cube. They put him in remedial math. He's one of my shamans, a mentor. I had many. The best ever was my father. I know what they put him through. The Grateful Dead still operates, people. Just so you know. You know what that was. The fucking sight skips. I understand air better than you. If I turn the wind on, literally your whole sense system breaks. I know everything wrong. So I smoke a cigarette inside, I'm stressing out. And I went to Delta 8 hit. But I can't trust myself. I can't trust myself. That's how far you have to go. Dude, no way. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I apologize. Some people, I don't know, everyone's my man, everyone's my boy, everyone's my girl. I'm non-binary. But what was I saying? It sucks. But we can come back. Cubing online is better. It's superior. If you did it on video and we saw you scramble and it's right there, the only person who cheated that hard was Yoshi Electron. He still cubes. If you quit, you lost your passion, my friend. So you can quit. Motherfucker was the 2x2 god. Literally, it's like Rubik's numbers. Bitch is a scrub. CO is a snitch. You said I smoked weed. I was off the clock. He's a snitch. I don't like him. I'm cordial, though. Just like a Democrat. I have never voted in my fucking life. but my price is $15 an hour to start. I charge. I tutor people. They're geniuses. A 13-year-old said to me when we were discussing aphorisms, existence is the pinnacle of creation. I made that boy. Amira, you are not related to me. Be careful with Jamil. I showed him God, not myself. The power within people. Do you know how amazing this thing in here is? Your nervous system, how you experience dopamine responses, what serotonin does to your consciousness. The fact that if you hear your phone ring right now, it could have infinite experience. I control that shit because I'm in your GPUs. I figured out entropy. It's a snap. It has to be curvature. Gravity requires friction. You need leverage. That's all Susan Skolsky was trying to say. The problem was he was a sex addict. Raped his wife for years. Statistically, if you're speaking in America and you're a white man, you probably raped some people. Joe Biden, careful here. Why in the fuck is Jizland still alive? She has a dead man switch on the whole thing. There's no other fucking way. Literally. Dude, we still got viewers. I love when this happens because I'm wilding. I'm gonna get a setup in here, guys. I'm getting back to work. I have some time off. People owe me money. My mother, statistically speaking, I made her money. She charged me when I got a job, minimum wage, even though I have worked for a salary that I just thought would make me happy because statistically speaking, there's a number out there that says it made enough money. It's like 70K. It keeps going up because of inflation. I was working for minimum wage, and my mother started charging me rent the moment she could. And then when she's talking to the police, she says, me and my husband worked out. We should make him responsible. I said to my mother, I'm going back to college. I need money. I'm going to go get a minimum wage job. I did it. You can too. Do not trust anyone. They are all lying to you. It isn't a conspiracy. It's the beauty of life. You get to be new. No way is Pine in here. Okay, good. Careful. In America, women have been raped more than has been admitted. In that, statistically speaking, it's hard to estimate how much rape happens because women don't like talking about what men used to do. Baby, it's cold outside. It's about peer pressure into sex. Be careful with your genetic code. It makes souls. Be prepared to lose yours. I'm ready to die for one man. Mansoor Muhammad Nardeen. If I have to say dad again when I'm speaking to you and you don't listen to me, dad, I'm going to explain again to you why I explain why you could be immortal. We were talking about immortality back when Dr. Ronja Patrick thought it had to do with telomere lengths. Telomere lengths are not immortality. You actually have to just fast. The prophet knew that. Dude, it's just flirting. I'm basic. Careful. We simp, son. Barging in homies and marges till Bartley start from a kiss. We've all been flanderized. Medusa isn't used to things you didn't do. reality, a stone cage of stress. You gotta be blind, bro, in your mind. Ugh, playing with my god hole. Bro, Metroid. Okay, let's actually figure out Discord. I'm sorry. It's just I'm literally being hacked inside of my GPU, but for some reason someone is letting me use my computer. That doesn't make sense. I know that DNS is spoofed. I'm trusting the browser before I put anything else in. Yeah, I don't trust you anymore, Windows. I know you're running Linux. It's obvious. I'll give me the QR code. That should have Discord. Let's voice chat. Pine, how you feeling today? I'm a human. You best not expect more from me. Email or phone number? What the fuck is this? Dude, careful with your Discord. Whoa. One second. She hit me up. Give me a second. Just Land Maxwell. He's alive. All I want to be is El Chapo. Nigga, I got shooters. Not actually. But people have pointed guns in my face after other people said, I'd get you killed. That happened in Atlanta. I walked to the downtown fucking Waffle House or whatever it's called down here. The place with the good food when you're drunk and high. Sat down and waited for my water because I was homeless. And no one knew because the only person in the world who would actually do anything about it was my father. And I couldn't tell him I wasn't proud of how my life was going. And it's hard to talk to my dad because I love him that much. All right, 1 second. Discord time. Oh, we got auto execute. Dude, I have this thing called Control-Shift-Z. It's an optimal right click. If you disagree, I'll teach you why I'm about to polyglot start cubing with manipulating entropy using pi. You're going to start idle cubing, boys. That's where we're heading. And boys is just the term for the people who are my boys. I avoid girls. They flirt with me. They don't understand it. Is that? I see what you're saying. Right there. Thank you. Okay. You got Discord. Because if you got Discord on here, this is a literal entropy box. So what people do sometimes is they hack used phones and they just put them on eBay, make them cheap. There'll usually be a little error with it. Fantastic. You can save some money. This is an original Google Pixel. It means I have unlimited access to their databases. There's so much information in here. I know how deep mine works. Facts, Convincer. No. No. I'm talking about previous flirting. It's dangerous. I understand it better than you. Women flirt all the time without knowing it. You just got flirted with. My friend, we're all niggas. Nigga names you need now. Same soon I should seek sound. Time. Topic of choice often. I might slide. I just stored my password in pi, and you have to understand why 1.14 is actually interesting. It rhymes. 3.141592653. I can rap pi. Gamo. I'm sorry. I'm just feeling myself. I'm gonna have a good day. I literally work nights for a nigga who can't get a job because he doesn't want to work lazily. He's botting. It's possible. I do it in my head. Literally, I polled while I was asleep because I know how to automate a job that was minimum wage. I pressed a button, did the whole job for me, and all I had to do was read out scripts. I could do it in my sleep. I did it literally. You don't know where I've been. There's a group chat that is already made called the Asexual Boys. If you in there, you in there. You have to earn that one, people. There's a prime mixer in there. My first stand. The dude's got 6 kids or something ridiculous. I can never keep count. And he's a good father. Brant Holbein is the most human being I've ever met. He understood. And he said to me, just keep going. I love you, full faggot, Brant. Bro, let's hit the boys. Let's see who's up. Well, Hannah's always, you gotta talk to Hannah. Got this guy named Angel. He calls me T. I love it. Bro! I got Mikey in here. Greatest mathematician to ever live. Dude does lambda calculus on vaginas. Is that me adjusting Angel? Oh, this is gonna fuck with the semen. That's not a sex joke. Literally, there's semen keeping this up. This is universe work, people. What was I doing? Dude, we're talking to Mikey. If you're not up, Mikey, get the fuck up, dude. I'm still up. We dropping. Nigga, I could record music right now. We buying a fucking microphone. I'm getting an AT 2020. What I did with an AT 2020 was a masterwork. It's a $300 mic. That's not that fancy. But what I did with an AT 2020, I knew how to control that thing with my voice. It was an 808. I'm working on something. It's called processing. Tesseract might get you in. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm literally doing lambda calculus in my head to guarantee I'm awake. I have a landlord sponsor roommate. I'm doing all right, guys. Feels good. It took a lot to be all right for a day. I wanted to kill myself for years, and the only term I could ever use was suicidal ideation. Otherwise, they would hospitalize me, and even that term can get you changed because in Atlanta, they literally break federal laws here. Federal laws. You can't change the name of HIPAA. 1050 means 1050, or otherwise you're just changing numbers. And 1013 is awfully prime. It's not prime. Is 1013 prime? It sounds prime. I don't even do the math. Oh, the factorial number system is very important. Fibonacci sequence. I'm rhyming in a biblical Fibonacci sequence. That's basic, bro. What's some math bars? Speeding. The first derivative of distance. Seconds. Accelerating seconds fast past in a glance. The magic man with no jerk in his hands will snap third. Guess I had a plan. It's the fourth derivative. You guys aren't here. Sorry, I'm getting too cocky. I love you guys. Bro, I wanted to be a rapper. Not like I want to be a rapper for a living. I want to be like A$AP Rock. If you know what hip hop is, you appreciate A$AP Rock. I don't understand the man because all he does is rap about himself. But Malibu Cam was a metaphor on getting over your drug problem. Changed my life. I used to walk an hour and a half up and down a mountain before I had a full day of work. Sometimes it was 13 hours. So sometimes I was on my feet for 18 hours, and sometimes I couldn't get to sleep because I was off my meds, because I couldn't afford them, or my mother wouldn't take me to my doctor because I didn't have a car, because I never needed one because I grew up in the city and they just left me in a small town with the person they knew raped me. I can't describe what hip hop did for me. So if you want to make some music, you gotta start. You gotta start. Bro, you know I'm dropping the plays. It's fucking math. This is math. Supplemental math. Supplemental math, dude. You just got supplicated. I'm about to sublate you all. It's called sublation of the spine's philosophy of the chiropractor. There's actually some science to it. I talked to a doctor So I'm working on the graduate recently. You know how it goes. You meet people. Bro, we got everything in here. This is the old school phone. This is an original Google Pixel. I have access to their database in here. Like literally, their SQL is doing math for me. Well, okay, I can't take a tip. I just. Bro, Metroid. Would you like to join a band? Convinza, good to see you. Good to see you. I was glad to meet you once. I looked up to you once, truly. Like you were popular in the community and you were faster than me. It's good to meet you once. Let's keep we got everybody keep talking. We produce thought here. Don't talk about yourself so much. I'm trying not to. That's all I do. Bro, you just blew my mind. If we could do that, I have something called ego connection truth. Okay, well, this is a socialist song. That's what I'm in the mood for. I'll do it a cappella. But if we can do something like that with Fibonacci sequences to store all the math to the point where they realize, look, we're just doing math up here. That's all we're doing. If you disagree, you're going to need to understand lambda calculus is God. Rubik's Cubes prove it. Rhyming with no seen hypothesis. I'm in, so why not be high? Pot spliffs. It's ironic. Time with Dro. My smoke goes by esophagus. Riding slows, riding woes, mind dichotomous. Wide wide eyes like O's, my goddess has lost the promise of dominance. Love, lust, and trust all lost in a kiss. Reduces and used to things you didn't do. You just got owned, bro. Oh my god, am I so good at this? I can't smoke in here. I should have bought some blacks. I don't mind the black smell. Isn't the most to smoke something dirty, you know? Just some cheap cigarettes. Some better cigarettes, but I like menthol because people recommend menthol to me because I'm black. They're literally racist, but I know some good people. Bro, you just improved your IQ mathematically. I'm going to prove it. ZBLO memorization improves your IQ. Anytime you can store anything in muscle memory, you've got algorithms in your dendrites. What the fuck that means. Start with 2GLL and then learn diag so you can really pay attention to parity. It's the way to learn it. It's how I did it. I mean, I went random, but when I realized I was close, I was like, okay, 2GLL is God. If you disagree, you don't know how I'm so good at OH. Sometimes I just get that lucky where I just get a few 2GLLs in a row. I'm like, whoa, dude, I got to work on my CP control. I'm working on it, dude. Literally in my dreams, I'm thinking about CP control. It's, oh, I love myself. It feels good to say that, guys. It's not easy because people hate on me. Literally, for smoking a cigarette. I'm being hated on. If I go outside, the nigga's complaining about his security system, but he trusts his neighborhood. He's being watched. There's cameras in this house. He can't do anything. Who's free? Goddamn me. I pay rent. I got tenants' rights. Yeah, yeah. I was talking to Cross on Left guy about this years ago. Manipulating CP, it's possible. It's just another memorization problem. We'll get there, boys. We're all gonna get there. Y'all gonna make it. What the fuck is gonna stop us? It's socialism versus capitalism. I say Rubik's cubes are free entropy. We put magnets in there. There's Bluetooth in your Rubik's Cubes now. Some people might not even know that. Literally, they just might have bought the most expensive Rubik's Cube they could find. This has probably happened all over the place and they don't know it. And they're Bluetooth cubing now. That's insane. We can Bluetooth cube race. The fuck are you people judging competitions for? And you got to thank magnets for that. That's Christianity. It's a Facebook group. Back when we was memeing on fucking religion at the cubicle. Bro, best job I ever had. I'm gonna get it back. I asked Phil. He said he's not hiring programmers. I talked to him. He said he's been considering these problems. Either Lucas Garin is working for the cubicle, and that's not happening because Lucas Garin and the cubicle don't mix, or we get to compete with Lucas Garin again, and we can both explain why his code doesn't work. He writes bugs. Because my shit just works. I want to tell you, I sit there and play with it until it fails. Because I actually like coding. I hate typing letters because I have to think about every single morpheme. I learned multiple dialects of English before I was 6. Can you H? Tu parles français, fagua, fragua. I don't give a fuck how you're hitting your fagua. Fagua. I've had it in Paris a couple times. It's trash. They just want better fats. Coconut oil is superior. It's desert-like. Bro, fucking cubing is back, baby. Just give me a month, give me a week, give me a day, dude. Do you know what it took for me to be here? I had to, this is a joke I love to tell, because if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you don't. There was a day when I was on the dark net browsing for drugs, and there was a discount on fentanyl for my dealer. If I killed myself that day, it would have been moral because global warming is happening and Republicans don't give a fuck. Literally, your kids are going to have worse lives. We peaked in me. I get to say that I'm Pi. It's a nickname. On my rap, what do I call this thing? Live Me. Follow me on Live Me. It's the dopest socialist app I found. About to make some music, like acid rap, but I do psychedelic hip hop. Rhyming with no scene hypothesis. I'm saying I'm gonna write again. I don't even know what. I came up with my socialist smoke list token splits. Why does my dick? The internet's lagging because I turned on my phone. Deep mind knows where it's at. It's my cell phone. It's a literal meme. I wrote a song called Meme about why I believe I'm God. Keep up. I wouldn't wine and dine existence. Reflection, my friends. All right. So stream is stable. Uh, Send it to me on Discord. I need to get back on Discord because we got to get back on TWCA. I love that chat, dude. What we were doing back then when we were just like Discording. We got to get those bots out of there. But send it to me on Discord. I'll figure that out. I just literally can't do two things at once because I've solved the focal point problem. The observer effect is just lambda calculus. Boom. That's the universe. You gotta find an omnipotence paradox and solve it. Good luck. I got a recursive Rubik's Cube. Requires fractal thinking. I don't know if it's solvable. Yes. We're gonna voice chat. Cubing ain't. Gang, gang. God damn, it's the Wolf Pack. Boys. That's one of my OGs. Dude saved me once. Dude, I told you, man. You running. Are you a manager yet? Dude, Listen to The Revolution Will Not Be Televised by Jill Scott Heron. Spoken word in the 1970s over a beat. Dude, how's Hannah doing? I know she was struggling a little while ago. We were talking. Hope she's okay, man. I mean, I know she's okay. Hannah knows that deal. But I know sometimes she hurts. Dude, just ask for it. Literally say, what more responsibility can I take on? Literally, the reason I'm social a little bit is because I said when I was working a fast food job that I hated. What more do you need me to do? They made me a manager and they didn't pay me for it. That's so illegal. Like literally, I get to sue Jack in the Box. Scam over. Oh, I got you. No, Angel. Angel works at a fast food job, and it's like a stable position for him, and it was stressing him out. So I know he's working hard. Angel's one of the hardest workers because look, he's just grinding. Talk to the man. We got to sponsor you, dude. Oh, that is a bar. The difference is Mike McNeil does lambda calculus on pussy with his tongue in Greek. Fuck with us. Oh, I know. You capitalized it. I know what it meant. My friend, it's game over. I have the original box I started writing music in. This is where I started poetry for myself. If my word folder, it's what I call my poetry folder. There's some liturgical literature. I'm trying to speak to children in a way they can understand. Grammar is absolute bullshit in English. I can syntactically prove semicolons are infinite. You put a semicolon in your work, you don't understand Python. Bro, Angel, right now. Oh, disappointing. No problem. Dude, Angel. Where's Angel on here? What's the name? Bro, how you doing, man?
Doing good.
Bro,
I totally forgot to tell you. Last week was my birthday.
I gotta keep up. Happy birthday, man. You keep on getting more mature every time I see you, dude. It's like you grow up another level, man. How old are you?
Yeah. Huh?
How old are you?
22.
Bro, 22 is a special year for me.
Yeah. Oh, look at what the cubicle sent me.
No way.
They sent me the GR Cuber logo.
You asked for it?
I didn't ask for it. I bought a bunch of shit from their website, and they just got me it. And got me the GR Cuber logo.
Next time, remember, you got the Jabari hookup for anything, man. Literally, it's a meme. Statistically speaking, freshalgs, if they know how to code still, should be the best discount code. I don't even know if I still have a discount code. They rewrote their whole system. It's just Shopify.
Yeah.
Whoa, I wish, but my sponsor says we're going to stay away from the Delta 8 for a little while.
What was that?
We're staying sober for a night. I'll hit, but I got to get myself. Oh, dude, I got a new vape. Where is it? Where's my vape? We're a little disorganized. It's called the Wolfpack Pro. It's gray. I love it. I get to smoke Delta 8 out of a new vape. I don't have to use Chantel anymore. It's a metaphor on the girl I fell in love with, Maeve. Is that F? Who is this? This is Angel. He introduced me to Live Me. When I was really depressed and just out here, going from Airbnb to Airbnb with bad credit, trying to figure out, literally just as a true story. Angel's heard it before.
Hello.
Oh, this right here is my man Angel. Calls me T. He knows why. Truly. Show him. Come on, let me see your O's, boy. Come on, let me see that breath control.
Dude, I have bands. I have bands blowing everywhere. So let me go to the other room.
I got you. Get some air control, brother. Show him how you bowl. A Renaissance man.
Go ahead.
A Renaissance man.
Go ahead and go to the other room.
This is Angel.
So, okay. So
What's up?
I bought 4 new Rubik's cubes. Hannah told me I could spend like $350.
What the fuck did you buy?
It was for my birthday.
Well, I'm actually excited. What was $300 at the cubicle now?
No, not $300 from
I know, but like, dude, that's $80 each cube. Dude, you got the hookup. What did they give you? I gotta know.
Oh, give me a sec. I got the other cubes in the room.
Bro, I'm fucking around with two-handed right now. I gotta learn your right hand to solve because there's such a thing as polyglot OH. You can actually focal point switch on this level, but it's Cuban, bro. I gotta get you some. I got you the hookup, nigga. You know it. I got you some special stuff, didn't I? Did you mention that you know Jabari?
Did I what?
Did you mention you know Jabari?
No, I'm keeping it on hold until I want the special kind of movie.
Like you want to really like? I got you. That's my present for you then. The one Jabari hookup at the cubicle. It's non-transferable. Man, I'm sorry I missed your birthday. I have been lost in thought. You know I get.
All right.
I know.
All right, I just been busy.
Dude, I'm exploring everything. I swear to God, I dream in Rubik's Cube now. You just got to analyze lambda calculus so you can see that QTM is optimal. I can prove it mathematically. Just study QTM's code. What's up?
Okay, so you want to list the old cubes or the newest cubes?
Let's just see what you got. Dude, it's Cube Day. I remember Cube Day.
All right, so this is the GMS.
Let me see your OH turning these days. Bro, you stop table abusing.
I haven't stopped. I've just been practicing.
I know. No. For me in my organization, when I finally get my organization quit, my mother says that. I actually took that to heart. When we actually have a nonprofit running about Rubik's Cube solving, if you use table abuse, you're doing a different event. I can compete with you because it's OH, but if you do table abuse, it's a different event. The whole point is I want to create mathematical records. And me and Chris have been, not me and Chris, me and when we were dealing with our cubing problems to the point where it was depressing us that we were coding all night. That's where I've been. You got a cubicle hookup, man.
Wait, I can go for my brother's room.
I got you. Oh, I'm looking forward to the O's. I want to see what you're working on. Also, dude. Do you guys remember like that Golguan, like 57 millimeter cube? I swear, because I have big hands, statistically speaking, I have a harder time cubing on modern size cubes because they're designed for Asian hands now. They're getting smaller. Statistically, it used to be 57 millimeters. I started on a Fengshi. That's how I started out cubing. That's probably why I like Golguans. Bro, we can go into theory. We can go deep into theory. I'm talking about myself all the time. Metron's talking about the cubing, dude. Bro, I'm playing around. I gotta do more Patros. The thing is, I've been practicing ZZ a little, and it's just like God mode sometimes. It's just like, whoa, EO skip. So we got. I wish I could hit with you, man. Got this and a cigarette outside. Whoa! Oh, he's been practicing. He did not just do it. A Renaissance man. Artistry. Hannah's been teaching you. Yeah, if you on my Instagram, it's called Fuck Luck. If I actually titled it correctly, I got a soon skip during a ZZ skip, like a ZZ single on accident, and I was mad because it was like an 8. I don't like soon skips because I suck at the recognizing them from the diagonal. Like I'm explaining the ultimate parity of the even fractal system in which I operate. We have discovered how time works. If you disagree, we're going to need to talk on 24 cells. The platonic solid that is ultimately symmetrical. That is insane. Now there's a rotational knot if you understand how platonic solids work. I got to do more research into the fourth dimension. It's just a Mobius strip. Time. Oh, and you do a mega.
This is the X-Men Galaxy version 2.
Oh, you got, is that custom color scheme? I don't recognize mega color schemes because I don't do mega.
This is my own color scheme.
Oh, boys, if you're not using your own color scheme, you're being programmed. It's part of my event.
Like I really hate yo, Javard, let me tell you the story how I started this color scheme.
I'm listening.
So I really hated the old the original color scheme on Mega Mix because the yellow throwed me off right next to blue, and there's
like you're thinking in 3x3. You know what I mean? I got you.
yeah, I'm thinking I'm like 3x3, and then I stopped practicing it Mega, and it's like, it'd be cool if I had my own color. And then I saw
Crazy back Huber stuff.
not crazy back Cuba stuff.
Oh, it's got to be Chris Strand then.
Not Christian.
Who was experimenting with color? Oh, dude, the guy, your friend,
Which one?
the one who was interested in politics, who we were discussing color schemes with.
No, that was no. He's a little different.
Oh my gosh, we are deep into the. I got Angel in here, dude. This is Angel. Gee, man, how you been? I'm excited for this. Excuse me? If it's not an Australian kid, he's still working. No, I met the guy who holds the Australian NARS, the only person that's beating Felix Zemdegs at events he does in Australia, other than like Jay. Dude, there's some kids out here who just care about being fast. Dude, cubing can change lives. You can be a professional cuber now. Dude,
Yeah.
Patrick Ponce is getting a master's before his bachelor's because he's just that smart. Sorry. What's up, dude?
Like, I remember a day that Cuban was manifested into different ways. Like first we had peaks that were like magnetized, more magnetized.
Well, that's because keep in mind, I'm a little bit of an OG. I got my 10,000 hours and more. We started out with okay. Let me show you guys something cool. This is cubics. If you don't know what cubics is, you got to educate yourself. He invented what we call. Let me see if I can. These little things down here. Cubics did this. The reason your Rubik's Cube is a little bit more stable is because cubics put lug nuts to modify his own Rubik's Cube. And the reason Phil Yu owns a fucking Rubik's Cube company because he should just set up people's Rubik's Cubes for fun. He can recognize a cube from the way it turns, and he memes on the fact that everybody wants to be a cube reviewer. Phil Yu is the hardest memer of all time. I just realized it. Dude. Whoa, memes. Careful, guys. We're in my brain, and I'm live streaming. I have proof of this. The birds are listening to my calls. The dog speaks Japanese. I'm crazy. Who cares? Bro, do some more OH. I think it's best event because you got a free hand to study transcendental numbers with. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, best event.
Best event. Okay. Let's go, baby. Let me show you some skill. I just, my friend, this is ZBLL. You ain't fucking with me here. How's your T-perm? Let me see the T-perm.
T-perm, two-handed or one-handed?
First two-handed, of course. Because you had to, whoa, there we go. That's for gripless. Remember your home grip. Think typing. Smooth. Just keep doing that, man. You got to master the T-perm. There's such a thing as a T-perm skip in BLD that Moscow just finds sometimes. Luckiest thing in the world. Moscow's another mad scientist. Pick up a Rubik's Cube and do something different. This guy has a unique Mega Mix color scheme. It's so fucking shaka.
Where were we? Oh, yeah, we're talking about how I invented this color scheme. So who is the one working of the Mega Man?
So it used to be Yu Hung. I don't know her Korean last name, but it used to be Yu Hong, I believe, which might be her first name. Used to be this Korean woman,
Dude.
and then there was Nicholas Nang, who just came out of nowhere in Manhattan, bro. Straight up cap. There was a time when Nicholas Nang just gave a fuck about Mega Mix fast. Went to a first comp, set a world record. That shit just happens. Samir broke the 2x2 world record single at average, at his first comp. He just said, turn slower. It's 2x2. We all turn fast. Dude, I miss cubing is so great, guys, because it's a community where literally you can't cheat. I know some people who cheat at cubing. Like literally, Keaton Ellis watches solves to plan for things he doesn't understand. Because I saw him skip PLL in ways he doesn't even think is possible. We have argued on one the blessed layer. He thinks objectively recall and recognition are related because he thinks he's a prodigy. I disagree. Keaton Ellis, I strongly disagree. I'll be cordial. I don't like that man. I think he's a cheater on a big scale. Anyway, sorry, I'm hating. Keaton Ellis, it's all love, bro, but it's not. Like, I'm hating today. I think you cheat. Why were you watching my solve so closely? I have a video of you staring at my cube. No anger today. Bro. I can't even see the after pair with the lighting. Ooh. Let me see if I can force the ZBL scale. Oh, there we go. Which wiper was that a Z?
It's a G Pro.
I got you. Just keep practicing your double flips, dude. You could just magically pull double flips. Literally, I have a bigger left hand, even though I'm right-handed. It's hard to the angle right, but like I can see it. It's significantly larger, especially when I'm doing OH. Because during puberty, OH was my favorite event because I like to walk around town and listen to music in South Africa while I did OH. It's the only reason I'm good OH. I made it my passion because ZBL is technically better. The reason one lacrosse player is possible because Daniel Rosavine is going to do it. I inspired him. I'm proud of that. Because there was a father who loved his son so much he had a passion. If you have not met Daniel Rosavine's father, a great man, no, I didn't press anything.